Yeah, something like that.
There it is.
What episode?
44. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls with a Z at the end. The way his dimples are most prominent when he smiles makes you want to never be around him. And he thinks face to face socializing is a form of Chinese government rule. It's Jack!
His ability to quarantine is stuff of legend. His definition of making the bed is grunting and throwing pillows. The Amish write him letters to ask him about beard cares. And the Jaeger CEO calls him for quality control. It's Jeff.
Very true. Very true. He's everything you want to be in a person: fun, bubbly, alcoholic, a slight fascination with bathtubs, toasters, and Arby's. He also just got a cute little new puppy that I feel won't be around for much longer because, well, the fascination with Arby's. It's John.
Wait, are you saying I'm gonna eat my dog or it's gonna die from all of the farting that I'm doing?
I feel like it'll taste just like Arby's, so that's why you'll eat it.
What is up, world? We are live right now. This is episode 44 of the Glitches Get Stitches podcast. Over here, down, I think, on mine is we got Jeff in the house, looking sexy. I see you have an Adidas tank top. What's up with the no GGS? Come on, what's that, man? Huh?
Dude, it is being washed right now.
Bullshit.
And as dirty as GGS is, for some reason I won't wear a
That's dirty.
shirt.
And then over here, we got Jack. What's up, Jack?
Not much. How about you?
Oh, just I look forward to this time with you guys. So I'm having a blast right now. Remember last time when you got inducted full time into the podcast, GGS podcast? How thrilled are you right now?
Oh, I'm very thrilled. It's actually the whole reason I joined the whole thing. I didn't even fuck about stream. Like, stream wasn't even on the table though for us when I first started. You guys were just on. I think I was on the 10th episode, or I don't know. It was one of the very early ones.
It was early on. I know.
Streaming, it wasn't a thing then at that time.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
we
And
didn't
then
do it.
I decided to do the what was it? The admin thing, and then
Yeah.
my whole goal was all right, I'm gonna be here long enough. I'm gonna get on the podcast full time and be fucking good. And
Infiltrated.
then, yeah, and then we did the streaming thing, and the podcast died for a little bit. Took her a little rest.
Streaming became a very prominent thing.
Yeah,
With GGS, so it got set on the back burner.
yeah, it did.
And I'm sad about that because now that we're doing it more and more and we have this capability, we could have been doing this a while back, actually, if we would have really wanted to.
If you would have really listened to us, is what you have to say.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's all my fault.
Well,
Listen.
But yeah,
I
so
know
you
it
can
is
find
so
us
overall,
on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes.
the end goal was met. I've made it. I can retire. We're good.
Well, welcome, man. Yeah, that was
Thank you
my
very
goal
much.
too. Is the first time I ever talked to you, and you said more about Overwatch. I've been playing it forever, but you said more about Overwatch in one sentence than I knew my entire life playing Overwatch, and I was like, I'm gonna get him in. He's gonna be in it all the way. I'm gonna infiltrate his mind. What I did is that I inceptioned you. That's what I did.
One of my
You were
favorite movies,
sleeping.
actually.
You were sleeping. I snuck over.
It's good.
I
They just put it on
hovered
Netflix,
over you
too.
for hours, and I whispered this. and you were rolling around, you mumbling. Let's go, boys. and now look at us.
Now
We're
here we
GGS.
are.
Let's go, boy. Where do you find us? You ask probably right now when you're watching. You're like, where
That's
can
what
I
I was.
see
That's
more
what I
of
was like.
these
How do we find this?
Yeah. Facebook. Numero uno. Facebook. That's where we do our live streams for our VG games. We do these live streams. We post hilariousness. It's just an all-time great thing. Jeff is, he's a main factor in that hilariousness. Look at that face.
Don't
So
look.
Facebook. If you're watching now live stream and you're new, make sure you hit that like, follow, share. We love that. Thank you. Instagram popping. It'll be popping more. It's getting right now. It's like pop. We want to pop, lock, and drop it. Right? We're not there yet. Okay. Who runs it?
We haven't learned the lock part. That one's
We
hard.
haven't learned the. I need more content.
Yeah, that one's hard.
I sent you more content today,
And
which you
I
didn't
will
post.
it.
He
There
has
are
content.
certain times when you post, Jack. If you only have one thing to post, you got.
John has about 4 screenshots.
I
of mine
sent
he
you
has
like
not
4
posted over the
videos.
last
Though.
4
No,
months.
I'm sorry. It was
I am
3
working on a
videos.
big end of summer. We beat all these video game kind of things, so that's cool.
First, it was an end to quarantine one, and that's not ending. So
Which one's gonna end first, summer or the quarantine?
summer.
Summer, for sure.
Well, then end
summer.
of quarantine. Then we'll go back to the end of quarantine. Okay.
The year's gonna end before quarantine's over.
Twitter. Do we have the tweets? Jeff does the
We
tweeting.
just-
Oh, I was
do some-
totally. I just
Do
actually
some
fuck.
tweets. You just forgot
it's
about
You,
it.
fine.
you want to
Fine,
send
Jeff.
that over to me, Jeff? Because I totally thought I'd take that back over, and I never did.
No, you said we'd share.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
still need
Well,
the- you need the
you
info again?
probably done
pretend
your,
it's a box of vegan Cheez-Its and you guys just share it, okay?
Oh no, I don't mind.
Jack-
I totally
Jack, yeah.
forgot about it.
Jack doesn't share those.
He doesn't.
No.
I've seen him scrunch those things down. Okay. Then for the podcast, we're on iTunes, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify. What am I missing? What am I missing there?
Stitcher.
Are we on what's the Google
Spreaker?
Play thing?
Google Podcast, yeah.
Google Podcast. We're on that too. So
I haven't
Lots
checked
of
Stitcher in a while.
what is it?
I haven't checked Stitcher in a while. I'm really hoping that they still just have our first episode and only
I
that
used
episode.
to say Stitcher, Spreaker. Oh, we gotta
Yeah.
add this back in. Four-eyed Radio Network. Where would we be?
Oh
without
yeah,
that?
Yep.
that's right.
That's
The OG.
yeah, it's
The OGs.
small. It's a smaller. What would it be? Podcast radio network.
It's a podcast network. Yeah, they host a ton of different podcasts.
Yeah, that's a whole bunch on there. So if you're bored and you want to listen to podcasts, go down there and check it out. FourEyedRadioNetwork.com. They're awesome. They gave us a home. They made this happen. So without them, we'd be nothing. Thank you, Eric Dewey. All right. So, how's the boys doing? Yeah. Jack, how you doing? Surviving
Doing
the
good.
quarantine?
Oh yeah, I've been surviving. Just playing.
Been going on bike rides at night?
Yeah, actually, I have been. It's been quite nice.
Do you go every night, or you just wait till we talk and then say you're gonna go
All
on
right, look.
bike ride
Okay,
after
so
we talk?
for a while it was every night, and then now it's been a once a week activity that I
That's-
occasionally do.
I can't even hate because it's more than I
It's
do.
way better than we do ever than I've done in years.
Carrie's like, John, you're going to just turn into the couch. Like, I'm gonna become this. You remember that thing on Harry Potter? That fucking guy on the couch fucking guy on Harry
Yeah,
Potter?
Slughorn.
Yeah, Slughorn. That's me.
Did you just tell her to come take a seat then, since you're a couch? And she's like, "Stay away, Carrie. Stay away from me. Leave me and our children in my new."
But yeah, so I
bedroom."
do the bike ride, and then lots of
Video
Valorant.
games.
Yeah.
The one game he loves, but he won't stream it. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, I'm
You know
I'm,
what
s-
game he
I'm
hates?
sorry.
Odyssey.
I'm
He'll
beating
stream the fuck out of
Odyssey. Hey, no, last stream. I don't know if we're getting to it later. I'll stop talking. about
Save it for the
later.
streaming part.
I know. No, that's good. I'm glad you're healthy, looking good, got your hair cut, fresh, young.
This is bedhead, but yeah.
Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing. You know I'm doing, John. I just
know.
do.
What's the last place you ordered DoorDash from?
Actually,
Chipotle?
I did no. I forget where, but I discovered somehow I did not know they did it. I discovered the Schnitz is on Postmates.
The Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah.
It is. I saw it on Postmates last night, and
I didn't know. I didn't know.
11:39, and I was like, "Oh, it's 11. It's like 11:26." I was like, "I don't want to be that guy, but next time."
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, "Holy shit, no way!"
So you hit up the Wieners. What'd you get? A couple hot dogs to shove in your mouth.
Oh yeah, 2 chili
Chili
cheese fries
fries?
and chili cheese fries. So it's like this standard
Staple.
order.
Milkshake?
No,
They have
just-
good milkshakes.
they do because they're like the partner with Tasty Freeze or whatever.
What is it?
Is it still Tasty Freeze?
The fuck is Tasty Freeze?
It was a thing in California actually, like in my hometown. We had one. It was just like an ice cream place. That's all they
Oh, okay.
like milkshakes.
Oh, so it's the type of
DQ.
ice cream.
No, it's like a Dairy Queen.
Oh,
Robbins.
okay.
But I'd seen one shop in SoCal where I lived, and then any other place. It was always partnered with Wiener Schnitzel for some reason, unless that's changed. But got to broadcast interrupted.
Attending
I
to
can't-
reconnect.
Here,
It says
see
we
if
have
this
6
happens.
viewers right now.
They could be watching it in frantic.
I see one.
Check it out.
Oh, I saw the pumps, John. I saw the pumps. Okay.
See, the pumps are there.
I saw
We're
the pumps. It's
It's
back.
back,
Jordan,
it's back.
Jordan said it's back. Okay.
Thanks,
good.
Jordan.
It's back, baby.
Ooh, Jack! I swear to God.
Oh yeah.
Don't you ever do that
Was
again.
it? Was it? Did you just get disconnected from Discord, or your?
My whole thing
No, it's all
got
internet.
disconnected.
How did the fucking this keep going?
'Cause my
This
computer's
is separate
better
from
than yours.
Streamlabs. This is different than Streamlabs.
Oh, like you're trying to
Even-
like me trying to teach my dad how to text.
John, it's the same way your power went out during the last one and everyone else stayed on.
Oh, but no, because it's different. Because Jack was literally hosting the whole thing, so it was easy for me to jump back on.
No, Discord hosts the whole thing.
Is that for like
So-
3? Was I supposed to record this?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go do that real quick.
Okay.
And we're recording.
Okay. God, all right. Well, it'll be a shorter YouTube video than a little bit of missed content.
With
but
some editing, God.
I can't,
Just-
edit in video that doesn't exist.
Where do I
You'll
start?
figure it out.
I thought we haven't been recording. I
No,
thought-
we've
I
been
know we're
live. I just forget to record sometimes.
I'll have to
Hey,
pull it. I can
That's,
pull it
we'll
from
have
the
a
YouTube.
checklist next time.
It won't be
I
1080p.
forget things.
No, I'll pull it from Facebook. It just won't be 1080p. If Jack was recording locally,
Which I am right now.
Streamlabs.
So
he is now. So I'm not cutting
Hell
that
yeah!
part.
All right, so we're all doing good. Jack's back. Welcome back, Jack.
Thank you.
That's how it must felt whenever I left the podcast. Except for instead of Jeff, it was two people you didn't know, and then another person.
Yeah, that's exactly how it felt.
Real quick, let's talk about sponsors. GGS got a couple sponsors, and that's pretty cool to say. Level 1 Arcade Bar, downtown Gilbert. We are open for to-goes. I would check the social medias daily just to make sure, because what it is now is just the owners that are going down there and doing this, so that they're keeping us alive. We love them. Can't wait to get back there
Is that what you got your
and
hat?
yell, "No hand jobs at the bar," while Jeff sits there and cries in happy tears. Yep. So I think it's from 3 to 8 daily. I think I saw that. I think that's a thing.
It's usually that's what I've seen when they post. They're open till 8 usually for that stuff.
Yeah.
I know my mom's gonna stop by there.
So
sometime
go
soon,
down
actually.
there, tell them GG sent you. Maybe they'll throw some tokens at you next time. Tell them GG sent you. They'll throw you something. They'll throw you something. Something.
Throw you
They'll
out.
Right.
Get
throw
the
you
fuck
out.
out. Get
They're
the
like,
fuck
GG sent you. Get the fuck out.
Oh, really? Get out.
That is amazing. Retro Tuesdays are on a pause until about probably the week before we open back up. It says that we're gonna be closed for a month. Who knows that? Is Jack there? Or is he staring?
I'm here.
Oh, he's there. Okay. Last time I was talking to you and you had this stare on your face, and I was like, I don't know if he's still here. You were like,
I'm like, he wants to murder John, which is understandable. But
he is a brick wall. He gets none of my jokes. You're like, That's good. That's great. Oh shit! I forgot to share it somewhere. I forget who's got. Does anyone have their phone on Facebook to share it to the group? I didn't do it to
The group?
The
All right.
fan.
We didn't do it to the group.
I did it everywhere else. Okay, sorry.
So I'm sorry. I was supposed to be recording, so I can't really.
I posted it. It's posted.
Okay, just post.
Now
Jordan
this
says
is,
Jordan's
Oh,
this is
Mr.
our
Nemesis.
next sponsor we're going to talk about. This is a new one, and we're very, very excited to have them. It's the people over at Cineforge. They make this new movie called Max Reload and the Nether Blasters. They are our new sponsors. The movie, pretty much, right? Like that brand, Max Reload and the Nether. Max Reload is pretty much our sponsor. The other day we had a podcast, a little Q&A segment. We had Scott Condit and Jeremy Tremp on, and then it was okay. So first of all, let's just break it down. Here's how it went. If you go to the very first beginning of GGS, these guys were here. They hosted an Overwatch party at the Three Wise Men in Scottsdale, and I knew the owner. He hooked us up with a table there. We had fun. I got a little drunk. That's actually a night that I got so drunk that I locked Carrie out of the house, and her and the kids were locked out of the house, and they had to go to their mom's and get a spare key and come back. So she was very happy with me, to say the least. Yeah. But
tell them about all the spaghetti you ate.
Yeah. They hosted this Overwatch party, and at that time, GGS was like 90% Overwatch, I'd say, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That was sick. That was a really cool event though that they hosted.
Oh yeah. And the thing that was the best thing about it, this was an event at a bar for a video game tournament. This is the very first one I've ever been to like that, you know? So we were fucking pumped.
We weren't even a hometown. Like some of the hometown teams, like Boston, Philly, they probably had a few bars like dedicated to that. So it was
really cool
to
see
no way we're
it
gonna
here,
miss one. Yeah,
you know?
in fucking Phoenix, there's no way we're gonna miss one in Phoenix with no Phoenix team even.
So we go there. These guys are under Forge X, right? It was a little video game
side project.
Side project. They got some video footage of us acting a little cray-cray. By us, I mean
you have me like drinking my one beer that I got. I was like, oh hey.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, not everyone can be this, Jack. Not everyone.
That's true.
It takes a lot.
Maddie was there. I forgot.
Maddie was there.
Mm-hmm. Maddie was there. A-Rod was there.
A-Rod.
I'm gonna download this game when I get home. Never did it.
Yeah, never.
I think that was it, right? Yeah. Oh, Bill.
Yeah, it was.
Bill was there.
Us, Maddie, Bill, and A-Rod.
Yeah, we had to have at least like 6 people, or your friend wouldn't give us a table. Some shit.
Right.
Or they wouldn't give us a cheap bottle, something like that.
So anyway, they were there first. We got to introduce to each other. Let's push forward a couple months to the Game On Expo in Phoenix. Mm-hmm. Then they hook us up with a game called Splitgate. It's still pretty new. It's building popularity. I'm seeing more and more people playing it. It's definitely getting bigger on the streaming. They do, competitive stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But they got us in early alpha tournament. Jack was a part of that.
Yeah, it was.
Jack and A-Rod, yep.
Jack and A-Rod. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, it was actually really fun. We went to, it was the Game On Expo. They had their own little like booth thing. And then you kind of went up there and like, oh, hey, like I'm doing this thing. Like, you're supposed to email them like your team name and like your people who you're playing. And then you'd go up and it was you versus whoever. Like it was kind of like random people who signed up for it. Yeah. And then you had, so like I had to get 3 other people to play with me because I don't think you guys were
on your team
that day. It was me, A-Rod, Greg, and my brother.
Oh, your bro was there.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. I forgot they
Nice.
were there as well.
So
I remember A-Rod being there because it's one of the first videos that we posted to the social medias.
Yeah. And then so we did that, and then fucking Greg, dude, like they were like, you guys can play with the controller if you want, and then Greg was like, oh, I need a controller. And all right, cool. And I'm like, all right, we got this. And then Greg looks around, and then he's like, I wasn't gonna play the controller, and then A-Rod didn't, and my brother didn't, and he was like, well, I'm not gonna use a controller. I'm like, Greg, if you don't know how to use mouse and keyboard, just use a controller. You're good at Halo, you're fine. He's like, no, I can't be that guy on the keyboard. I'm like, yes, you can.
Screen looked like
Negative. His KD was like negative. I forget. I mean, you're gonna listen to this, Greg. Love you. I really appreciate you coming to play, but use the controller.
We love you. We love you. That's amazing.
But yeah, but other than that, it was really good. It was a really good tournament.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a tournament. It was kind of like a playtest tournament thing.
Alpha check out this fucking.
It was just
cool-ass
cool to
game.
play it, in the alpha. And then for playing in the tournament, you got like an alpha code. So I've been in it since the alpha and just kind of fucked around.
And so Jack went there on the Friday, and then me and Jeff went there on the Sunday. We couldn't go on the same days. I remember that. We weren't
Saturday.
able to go on the same days, but we had two different
Which is
groups of
sad.
GGS.
I think it was Saturday.
Okay.
It's probably Saturday.
Oh yeah, it was a full day. That was right. And then I remember seeing X4X, their old brand, and they were doing interviews with like Troy Baker, some of the other huge names there, and I remember
Johnny
being
Cruz. They did
Johnny
Johnny
Cruz.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
fucking Lucio, dude. Which we got pictures with on the Instagram. Dude, that guy is cool as shit.
I did. I'm pretty sure I creeped him out.
No,
I hope I
Jeff?
creeped him out. I hope I creeped him out a little bit at least. Like,
Dude,
just
that
staring
in the
at
dude
him.
is
most
so
nonchalant way.
That dude is so lovey-dovey. He creeped me out
He is.
with how lovey-dovey he was with you. I was like, chill out, bro.
That's
I
my
hope-
Jeff.
It was because like
I get you better back up.
they still had Lucio Ball was happened to be out like through that weekend
Uh-huh.
in like arcade mode, and I wanted to get, I don't know if it was the competitive one, and I just wanted to place so I could get points kind of thing.
Mhm.
So I spent like the entire night before just playing Lucio Ball the entire night. And then when I went to meet him, when I met him and took the picture, we were chatting. I was like, I don't know, it might sound kind of weird, but I literally spent all night last night listening to your voice. That's all I did was play Lucio Ball. He's like, oh, I never thought of it like that. I was like, yeah. you
Here's how I said hey to him. Let's turn it up. And he looked at me like, okay, bro. We
He's
get
like,
it."
he's all
Let's
just
break
paid
it
money.
down.
Oh, man.
He's like, this kid paid money to see me. You go away, you tall
Yeah,
ogre
don't
guy.
talk to me.
Hey, get out of here.
Oh, but that GameCon, I got a picture with Richard DeVizio, fucking Baraka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
From
yeah.
Mortal
That dude-
Kombat. That was dope. So anyway,
that dude
Also,
loved to
speaking
take
real
pictures.
quick, speaking of the Game On Expo, the Phoenix Fan Fusion, they're doing supposedly, if there's no quarantine, they're doing the 2021 event, so we could get tickets to that if we wanted to go. The GGS.
we're absolutely getting tickets to it, Jag. We're absolutely gonna do it. We're gonna be in that motherfucker somehow. I'm telling you. What we're doing right now, we're talking to the right fucking people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So
Anyways, sorry, interject.
no. I was sad when the last one got canceled, but obviously it had to. But yeah, the next one that's popping, we're definitely gonna be there. Hold on, I gotta fix my hat.
They
Oh, there's
postponed it
ears.
till
Look at those
next year.
ears.
Do I look cool like that?
Oh God, stop!
Yeah.
I want to fix it on my
Your
screen.
bedhead looks as cool as my bedhead does.
That's why I always wear a hat, unless I have a fresh ass haircut. Okay, so Game On, still right there. Forge X, now Cineforge, hooked us up again. Okay, so this is twice now. Then fast forward, they've dropped out of Forge X. Now they're Cineforge. They're on to their next. Big
weren't they
event.
always Cineforge?
They were always Cineforge.
And then Forge X
was
is like a
extra
gaming,
idea.
like.
Oh, so Cineforge
side
has been
thing.
forever.
Yeah, I'm glad you paid attention to the interview you gave last week.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. I
was
gave
trying
that
to
interview. Okay,
fucking-
that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, Jeff. Okay.
They were John. I gotta call out any of your irregularities. This is why you had
we
me
got
here.
married. Why do you think I entered in this partnership? I need someone to tell me I'm fucking stupid. Carrie won't do it enough.
Carrie's not enough.
She does it in her own way, but I need it raw, like you give it to me.
Cineforge. They had Cineforge for a long time, and then because I had to listen to the podcast like 30 times. So
this fucking guy, he's like, did you pay attention? He's listened to it every fucking aspect of it.
I had to, but I knew they were Cineforge before, but they did some smaller stuff. This was the first big thing they did, but Cineforge was their like gaming outreach to the community to try to do some community events, which I mean I thought worked really well, but they might not have been popular enough to keep everything going. So,
but it worked.
Did the one?
Yeah.
I was satisfied with it. I was looking forward to the next one, but
same.
So Scott's been pretty much in contact with me throughout this thing in various stages, and he actually reached out to me at the beginning. While they were shooting it, they did a shoot in Glendale, and he's like, "Hey, if you have any like cyberpunk looky things, we're doing an extra shoot. If you want to come out," and I'm like, "All right, let me see what I can do." So I go up into my closet. And I end up I'm looking in the mirror and I'm holding a broomstick. Like I cut half a shirt and I'm wearing a spaghetti strainer on my head, and I'm like, nope.
It might not happen.
You don't have I can't. I'm just gonna.
Sorry, I'm busy today.
Yeah, my leg got shot and I have to be put down.
It's a good recap. I remember that story when you did it. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch last week's podcast.
Oh, it's amazing
video.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it a little more than that.
They respond to that story John just told because he went over it in that podcast, and you can see their response if you guys go back and watch it.
Oh, yeah.
It's on YouTube now and Spotify and all the places we mentioned before.
Well, because a little, behind the scenes, I've starred in a Left 4 Dead fan film that had 800,000 views on YouTube, and then got deleted by an angry ex-girlfriend that deleted his whole hard drive.
That was a very long time ago too, because you told me that that video was actually live one of the first times we met at Monkey Pants, so I got to watch it. But that was like 5 years ago.
Everything in your brain and put it to pen to paper.
I only remember one part with one camera pan, and it was hilarious. That's all. I only have one part stuck in my head.
What is that part?
I forget. Because you had like the full white suit.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't even know the guy's name that I played. There's the full white suit with the blue.
I don't remember, but you had like an M4 or something. And I don't remember if you had like jumped over a rock or something, but I feel like you had just landed, and the way the camera panned, like it came up and around, and you're just like this.
I know.
You're stupid.
I remember being
the
on
whole
set.
thing.
I remember being on set, and they're like, "Okay, if you could like kind of walk down this hill and then point your gun this way," and I was like, "I got it. Just say action." And
it was.
They say action, and I jump over the whole hill and land, and then I land in the sand, and I bust up like with the gun. It was the greatest thing to ever hit cinema.
It very much reminded me, very Bruce Campbell, Evil Dead style. That's what it reminded me of.
Was.
A lot of Evil Dead, like you were saying.
I wish we still had that shit. Yeah, it got deleted. The director, he's kind of whatever. He's around. Jeff Sikorsky.
That sounds familiar. He told me. I think.
Yeah, he does a lot of work around here. But yeah, his ex got mad at him and went into his hard drive, and I don't know how you delete things from YouTube, but she got his ass.
I think she said she deleted his entire YouTube account too.
Yes.
That's how.
Yep.
So he
Wow,
couldn't re-upload it.
spiteful.
She couldn't re-upload it because she deleted everything on his hard drive and his account, some of his
Yeah.
accounts.
So that's lost. So anyway, when I get these random messages of, "Hey, we're shooting a movie. Can you? I get excited. So I look like a dumb Peter Pan character, and I was like, "Nah, I can't make it." So Scott, Jeremy, they've kept in touch with us, and then they shot us they gave us some info on the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be really awesome."
Yeah, they
were
they wanted us to share it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, "Well, hey, you know, how can we work together and kind of get this? It's a video game movie. They this is the audience that they want, is the people that are watching this, that are talking to this, you know, and this is what they want their audience to be." So we were like, "Listen, we have a couple things, ideas. Let's start with a Q&A podcast," and we did that. I don't want to talk about what it was about fully, because I want you guys to go back and watch it because it's awesome. But I do want to talk about is that so Jack and me hosted this thing. Jeff could not be there because his work. Stupid piece of shit. Can he hear me? Can Jeff hear me? Oh, okay.
The funny part is I spent more time on this podcast than you guys did.
True.
See, you get the back end of it, you piece of. Can you hear me? So
Hello?
Hello?
me and Jack, we're hosting this thing. Jack is like, we're talking about it before, and we're like, are we gonna shoot the questions back and forth? And I wrote it out that way, but it seemed very, very like high school, like project presentation. Like, okay, Jack, now you ask this question. Y'all like to make the movie? And John asked this question. How fun did you have? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like,
How
okay,
fun.
yeah. I was like, that kind of doesn't work. I was like, Jack, I'll lead. You have a personality, so you just join in when you can. So we started off.
I was
it's going
like,
well, it's going, and then all of a sudden, my power goes out. And Jack, just dabble on that just a little bit.
yeah. So I didn't like. I mean, I don't think it's a secret to anyone who like watches GGS or like knows anything about me. Like, I'm not the biggest like classic person. Like, I'm very much into like the new like kind of things, and like that this movie's very much like a nod to, you know, like SNES cartridges and like that style of like, you know.
You're young. It's not even like,
Not that I'm not into it,
You're
but like it's,
young.
you know, but so I was like, all right, John will lead this because like, you know, he's obviously old, and
He's so fucking old.
he's so old.
That's how he's so good at video games.
Yeah, that's why he's the best Junkrat in the
y'all-
0.345 mile
y'all
radius.
I can hear y'all though, right?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
But yeah, so like, I was excited for the interview because like it looks like the trailer looked really cool, but like now that I knew it, like I didn't have all like, I guess my thing was I didn't have like a ton to add to it just because I don't have that like level of like, I guess, understanding you could say that John would have with them. Like, you know, like these guys
You
are
were
like,
you were gonna be the amazing filler man, and that's fine. That's
yeah,
gonna be
and then obviously
like
tech support.
If fucking Kanye wanted to be on a podcast, you think I'm gonna host it? I'm gonna co-host it with you because you know I'm like, you do rap music. You know what I mean? Like,
So what was your
you were
mindset
gonna
writing
be
Jesus?
In this podcast, you were gonna be the amazing filler guy, and then
Yeah, and then so his John's power goes out. So then I before the podcast I had loaded up the questions so I could read along with just because I'm that way, and I was like, I'll read along with what John's saying. Like he's gonna read a question, I'll be like, okay, we're here like in the area, so I can like know what to jump in on and stuff. And then so John's power goes out, he's gone, and I was like, he because you know it's happened before. He might like come back. So I waited a little bit, and they were like communicating. You know, they're talking
on this episode.
subs. And yeah, how I did, and then. So John didn't come back, and I was like, "Well, fuck, I gotta get the show on the road here."
Real quick, Jeff, were you watching at that moment when Jack's mind went from "Okay, I'm the side tech guy" to now I'm hosting this?
I did have it up. If anybody's been watching long enough, they'll know my laptop is right here. I used to stream from my camera over here, so you could always see the laptop. But working from home, I'm sitting here working. I'll throw it up here on the screen, but I'm trying to work, so I'm not always watching. I was just listening to this one, and then I hear shit going south. I'm like, is this worth losing my job over? Should I just hop on right now? Do I hop on right now and try and save Jack? I'm like contemplating. I'm like in the middle of doing like a big report. I'm like, is this Jack? Do you need me that
Where's
bad?
the line?
I was
Where's
trying to
the
tele-
line?
I was trying to telecommunicate with Jack. I'm like, Jack, do you really need me this bad? I can take an hour
I
off.
need you to hear me right now. You're holding your face like
Yeah, I'm like,
Professor X.
yeah.
He's got Cerebro on. He's just like,
I'm trying. You remember the? And
he's gone.
Jesus Christ. Jack, have you seen The Shining by chance?
No, I haven't.
No, Steven. Oh well, do you know what it's about
No, I don't.
at all? Anything? Well, they call it The Shining is like a mental, like telepathic thing. It's just a thing, and then there's like a kid that has it, and like people go crazy. But there's a part in the movie that I'm thinking of at this point. So shit's going down in the hotel with Jack Nicholson. He starts going crazy. He wants to like murder this kid, his son, and his wife. And the son knows like it's about to go down. He's like 8 or something, and he's in his bed trying to use The Shining to tell like one of the groundskeepers to come help him. And the whole time he's just like in his bed shaking, trying to use the power to get him. And then it goes back to the groundskeeper, like just watching TV in bed, and he's like, you hear him like, come save it. But if you can find the scene, that's like I was that kid trying to communicate to you. I'm like, tell me if you need me, Jack,
please. But yeah, so while Jeff was doing that, John pretty much did what he just did right now. So John's gone for right now.
Yeah. Again. He popped back. His sound's
there
bad,
he is.
But yeah.
Go
ahead.
This is a brief demonstration of what John did. There he is.
Oh my god. John, did your power go out again? Did your power go out again? Right as by the way, it either it's a complete coincidence or the cause. It said Scott Condon started watching and your shit went out. I had it on my phone. Scott started watching and your shit went out again.
Am I doomed?
But yeah, so John left, and then I was like, they were like talking and stuff. Like, all right, we're good for right now. Like they've got this. Like I'm gonna chill. Let them, I don't want to interrupt what's going on right now. And then I
you guys already hit that Greg Grunberg came in, right?
Oh yeah, so Greg Grunberg came in, and then John crashed. So I was like, oh my god, it's. And then his stream went away.
Yeah.
And then so I'm sitting there.
By chance, if you're wondering who that is, it's the guy off Heroes, Matt, I think is the character's name.
Yep.
And he's the one that can talk to people in his heads. He's also in the new Star. I mean, he's in. I just found out that this motherfucker was in Basketball as I think it's the guy that Matt Stone talks in the Cartman voice to fuck him up during a shot. Anyway. He's also in the new Star Wars saga.
Yeah,
he's in the new episode.
Trilogy.
He's in the
new trilogy.
The trilogy.
So he joins. I catch a glimpse. So my power lets me catch one glimpse, and all I see is his face. I don't even see I don't see Scott's. I don't see Jeremy's. I don't see Jack's. All I see is Greg's face, and I'm like. I'm like, it says GGS podcast, and I see Greg, and now I don't know what to do. And then it lets me into the whole thing. I see Scott, Jeremy, Jack, and then Greg. And then I have about, I think, 5 seconds where I'm like this.
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it sounded
like. Exactly what it sounded like.
And then boom, I'm gone again. Back to Jack.
So he's gone, and so I'm sitting here, and then luckily they're all really good friends, and they were talking and stuff. So I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm gonna let this run its course. I don't care if we get derailed. I don't give a fuck. I hate talking. I'm not good at this shit. So I'm sitting here and they're just like going for it, and then like I can just feel the conversation like dying. I'm like, well, we asked him to be on here,
Yep.
and I can't make this awkward. Like, or I can't make it more awkward than it already is. You know what I mean?
You had to
So,
step up to the plate.
I was like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna read the next question, and like, I like reading for me is like a fucking challenge.
The reading part was the only bad part about where you took over. Once you didn't read the questions and you got engaged to the conversation.
Oh yeah,
it
no,
opened up
I'm good at
tenfold.
talking.
This is Jack reading the conversation.
I just can't read.
Some of it, 75, 85, 95, 110. Yeah. They're like, bid.
Yeah.
I put $40,000.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I talk fast and don't enunciate and can't read.
No,
but anyways,
no.
So I was, once we got into the questions, it was like I started like I don't know. I started to like get in my like element and shit, and then I felt good. But reading the first one was fucking rough. Like that was hard.
So here's what I do though. Just if that ever happens again, Jack, what I do is I write maybe a thorough statement, but I'll only like bring out a little bit of it. You know what I mean? Like I'll write a thorough statement so it jogs my memory.
Okay, well, yeah, that works for you because you're fucking writing it. You
know.
have a mental note.
But
Like I do the same thing when I had to like in public speaking when I had to take that college class. I did the same thing, but like I knew what I was trying to get at. You write this, I could write you
my intricate fucking sentence is what you read through, like you were goddamn Gone with the Wind.
Yeah,
And
well, okay.
Like it was, I was like, I think he's starting to read that one question. Oh yeah, he's definitely reading that question. No, he's still reading that question. That was the only thing. That was the only part. The only part where you stumbled a little bit, and then after that, you can see, like, you get into this like zone where you're like, all right, motherfuckers.
All right, listen to you,
You're
piece
here
of
at
shit.
GGS. I'm GGS.
I'm running the fucking interview.
Yeah, because I was texting my sister death threats to myself. I was like,
I'm gonna kill your fucking brother.
I was like, my internet went out on the big. This is huge for me. Like everyone knows GGS is my baby. To have, before even I knew Greg was getting on this, even to have Scott and Jeremy, it's huge to me. And then I get a glimpse of Greg in it, and then my whole powers out and everything. I was like, Jamie, I don't know if I'm gonna be around later.
I don't have much time.
Tell my family I love them.
John, you missed it. Your power went out, but I did make a reference that I have to go back to because Jack didn't. He hasn't seen it.
It's really.
It was when it went out and we knew Jack had to take over, and I was like, shit, should I hop on and help him? You caught that part, right?
Yeah.
I pictured it to the scene in The Shining.
Okay.
When the kid is on the bed trying to talk to the groundskeeper, and he's just like, I'm trying to talk to Jack, trying to use The Shining to communicate to him. You know that scene? That's what I was doing, like at my computer chair. Like,
it worked because he stepped up and this is what my sister said. She was like, don't worry, try to get your shit back, but Jack's killing it. Don't worry about it. And then I was like, okay,
thank you.
That's fine. So Jack, thank you for stepping out of your. You have a box, and that's fine. We all have our box. Mine's full of alcohol and syphilis, but it's my little box.
I wouldn't say it's little, but
yeah,
it's a huge box.
My
box is very huge.
It's the room.
Are we talking about? What are we talking about? Anyway,
Arby's number 5.
What's next? John?
I'll tell you what's next. I love Jack for doing that.
All right. See everybody later. It's been great. Let's end it off there.
Okay. So listen. Anyway, technical difficulties came back. It went awesome.
I feel like they had a good time. I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to them, but I feel like they had fun.
Yeah.
I'm proud of what I did. I feel like after the fact, I was, you know what? They seemed to have a good time. I didn't fuck it up too bad.
They're
Didn't make
still
it too
talking
awkward.
to us. It's fine.
Yeah.
Our first. Here's the thing. This was our first big hoorah, and this was supposed to happen for a number of reasons. The main one was to jolt your fucking system like no other, Jack. Get you
Yeah,
ready.
it definitely did.
It was all planned out.
It was
apparently.
all planned out by fate and my cable provider. So we do have a few more things in the works. I believe the one thing we will have is a sponsored stream by them. Probably play something retro that correlates to what's going on. Because of coronavirus, I doubt will be. Well, what I wanted to happen is they all be in the studio. We play games together. We talk to you about the movie. We give away prizes. Coronavirus says fuck you. So what we'll do is we'll probably do a sponsor stream. Still have some giveaways. Scott just messaged me. He's got some cool giveaways, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Another thing that we have to work on is a game night that I've talked to him about, but we have to figure out the logistics, and we'll do that more on our end. But there could be a couple different things in the next couple weeks. The release is mid-August. Right now, if you go to our page, you can buy tickets if you're in Arizona. It's going to be like a drive-in movie kind of deal with the game on people that we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be awesome. Welcome, Max Reload, to the GGS family, dude. We're very proud to have you as sponsors, so thank you for that. Let's talk about streaming, baby. Okay?
You want to talk about sex, baby?
Let's talk about streams, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the games in Assassin's Creed and Odyssey. Let's talk about
All the
it.
fucking side quests in Odyssey. Is that what you're talking about? Huh?
I made that work, okay?
That worked out so well, actually.
That was beautiful.
So well. I thought you were gonna stop, and I was gonna like do the last little tiny verse, but you
Can't stop.
I
the
wish
train.
that
pulled it out of your ass.
that's how we should do it every time.
Jack's like, I wish you wouldn't talk about Odyssey, but okay, listen.
Yeah.
No. It will be fair. Jack, let's back it up. Let's back it up.
To the second part?
Streaming GGS now. Jack, what are you playing?
On stream?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed
What
Odyssey.
have you played the last two streams?
Last two streams. Oh, I played Hyperscape on Wednesday. I got into the beta for that, and then
Don't go into it too much because it's actually a new topic. But yes,
wow, fuck you. And then
Just wait 5 minutes.
and then Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I've been
Okay, so here's a little backbone story about Odyssey. Jack loved Origins, right? Correct?
I crushed it in 2 weeks. Easy.
And here's the thing: is me and Jeff hyped up Odyssey like
Well, yeah, probably too much. We did too much.
maybe too much. And honestly, I feel kind of bad because now looking, it's very similar to Origins. So like, you just went from this beating this, and that's kind of, so I get it. I love Odyssey more than Origins, even though it has Final Fantasy 15 hardware in it. But I think we might have hyped it up too much.
I would okay. I don't think you've hyped it up too much, and I know if anyone's watched my streams, you've heard me bitch about the side quests and all of that. But I honestly feel like the appeal of Origins was the story. So that's why I liked it so much, because like I was on stream playing it for the story, and I ran through it real quick. But I feel like the thing that I will give Odyssey, and part of me wishes I didn't stream it, because I can see where I would probably have enjoyed the game more if I wasn't like live, only playing it on stream. Because like that was like that's my thing. Like if I'm doing if I'm doing any game that I'm playing and it's like there's any story narrative, I don't like playing it off stream. So like if I'm gonna play an RPG, it's got to be all on stream or nothing for me. I feel kind of like lame if I'm on there like, hey, last night I leveled. Let's say it's like that one friend you play like an online game with, and you log off and you get on the next day and they're 10 levels higher than you. Like, well, what the fuck happened, dude?
I thought we got off at the same time, Jeff.
Yeah, so that was my thing with
get
it.
off at the
So
same time.
I think with Origins it was doable to, on Origins it was doable to just do the story and do it in a timely manner. Whereas Odyssey is such a big game and there's so much to do in it that only playing it on stream limits you so much that it's like it feels so constricted when you get on, because like you're meant to go off and do all these side, and you're meant to go do that.
yeah.
But like,
It's a
if you're
side quest heavy. The side quests feel like they fuck each other and spawn more side quests. Like
yeah,
while
and so like,
playing the game.
if you're not having to, if you're able to be like off stream, be like just run around like, oh, I don't feel any, I'm just gonna go over here and do this thing, and I'll go do that. But like, if you're on stream, like, I feel like I would like to like progress, you know, at like a very like steady pace.
I know.
So I think my like frustration with it comes in, like, I don't think it's overhyped. Like, it's still a great game, but I feel like streaming it is where like I felt like
maybe it's not the best streaming game.
yeah, because there's just so much to do in it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, Jeff, how many hours did you put into it? 120.
Do you want to know?
Yeah. No, it was a fucking rhetorical
Well,
question.
first, I'll preface a little forewarning for Jack. Because I did all the DLC for Odyssey, I was like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna fucking do it for Origins then. Don't stream it.
which one?
Even oh god,
Both?
dude, one of them is super short. You beat it in like 2 hours, and I don't even think the story to that was that great at all.
Okay.
It
I was
left
gonna
very-
buy the Origins DLC.
Yeah, buy it and play it. Like, but to stream it,
I probably wasn't gonna
the-
stream it. I was kind of like that. Well, once I beat it, I'm kind of done with it, which is where I'm kind of
feel
at
like
right
it's time to
now.
move on. And not in a bad way. Not in a bad
No.
way. I feel like it's the next.
And I don't know. I was gonna ask your guys' opinion on this actually while we're on it. On Jeff, we get back. Like, you can go back to where you were. But should I? Because tomorrow's Wednesday, so it's the day for me to stream. I only have one boss left, but I'm level 37, and Medusa's level 50. Like, do I take a whole week to fight one boss?
I say you pour one out for the homies.
Because I beat the main story. I only had to beat Medusa.
I
But
didn't
do it
think
on
you were gonna do
stream.
that. So in my books, you're cleared of. You remember that whole thing where I was gonna give you shit for the rest of your life? You beat it, so I'm not gonna give you shit for the rest of your life. How you're gonna give me shit about Witcher 3 for the rest of my life?
and put it on your tombstone.
I know.
Carrie's gonna agree. She'd be like,
She's like, I don't
Whose
even give a
tombstone?
fuck. So
Whose
you could
tombstone?
literally will do whatever the fuck you want with this dead corpse.
Jack, I would say if you don't want to stream side quests, then just shelve it or play it off
Alright.
stream. But I felt the DLC for Odyssey was way better than Origins. I haven't finished the Origins DLC because even going through the DLC story for both, for Origins, you can just do like story, even though I didn't. I kind of did everything because
Mhm.
I platinum everything.
Yeah, he does. God,
I'm in-
just rub it in our faces, Jeff.
Or for those Assassin's Creeds at least. But for Origins, the second DLC, the big one, the really cool one, where like you fight the like pharaohs and some of the
Yeah.
gods kind of thing. I'm hitting that wall you're hitting in Odyssey, where I can't fight them because I'm not high enough level.
Oh.
So you just want to kill yourself like twice. As
No, it's just taking me longer. But when I ran through the DLC, I was like, I just want to continue the story because the story was super cool.
Yeah.
That's what I thought the DLC was. But in Origins, the Pharaohs DLC, whichever one that is, which I think
Yeah.
is the second DLC, there's a lot of big walls like that are in Odyssey,
Okay.
Don't do it.
which weren't
So-
in Origins, the game. Which is
No,
the
they
part
weren't.
you
Origins
got.
was I cruised through that.
No.
Maybe
The
they
You
were.
did. You did it so. I couldn't believe how fast you did it. Honestly.
Maybe they were
Oh,
like
I mean, I don't. Well, yeah, I couldn't believe how fast you did it. I couldn't believe that Jeff platinum the motherfucker, but I couldn't believe how fast you beat the game because you really cruised through it. Which is why I think maybe I pushed Odyssey so much is because you cruised through that so much. So I thought I don't know. I just thought.
I do think that the like in Origins, I only had to like do a few side quests to like go to the next level, which was fine. But on Odyssey, I did an 8-hour essentially side quest stream. I finished my stream finally. I played for 8 hours, and I started and I couldn't play the next story mission. And then I played side quest for 8 hours, and at the end of my stream, I was sailing towards like my next story mission. So I didn't do a single
I
story
know.
mission
I
for a
watched the
stream.
whole entire fucking stream with you.
So, and that one was fine.
So wait, all right. So where what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm still undecided, but I feel like I might shelf it and play Valorant. Just because I've been talking a lot about it, but that
Here's the
or I'm gonna jump on like a Steam sale and
Then you get to enjoy the side quests off stream.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing, and then either play Valorant tomorrow or just download or because like the Steam summer sale's going on. There's some games I want on there, so I might download one of those tonight.
And I want you to know something about Valorant. I know that it's a touchy subject with streaming because not either there's a lot of people in it or there's not a lot of people that back it. But here's the thing: is I think you're looking for maybe when you ask our community if they want to see Valorant, they're not used to seeing those type of games. You know, so you can't really let it sway. If you want to play Valorant and if you stream Valorant every stream for a month, you would get Valorant following. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So if it's something you enjoy, I've always said it. Maybe Valorant isn't my favorite, but I don't like CS:GO. It's just not for me. You know what I mean? But do I like watching you stream it? Yes, because I like watching you as a streamer stream it. And if something you're into, I say go with it. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? I know we had that conversation because you asked the community, what do they think? And it kind of was negative feedback, but they're used to Overwatch. They're used to Apex. They're used to Modern Warfare. So don't let that be too much of a deterrent.
The only other thing with it is that sometimes I'm just like, I'm not like the best at it, so I don't want to like bring people in and be like, oh hey, I'm like a fucking bronze player, but like watch my stream.
I lost 42 games between Sunday and Monday on Overwatch.
You calculated that?
I made it up in my head right now, but I'm pretty sure it's around that.
True.
I mean, I did an 8-hour stream and then a 6-hour stream of just Overwatch, and I can't remember.
But I know for Valorant, the reason I kind of want to stream it is because like I can play it. Like today, I've been playing for like probably like 10 hours, and then I got.
You're like, I played 46 hours off stream. I'm like, fucking just play it off stream.
Yeah, so
I'll Jack's gonna go with Valorant probably or something. Probably tomorrow to be like Watch Dogs 2.
Hey, I think we're getting free.
They're for the Ubisoft.
Which I'm totally getting because I always wanted to play it, but I never wanted to buy it. So
God,
totally
I started a riot.
You did. Also, I don't know if you wanted to continue on the Assassin's Creed, or
we might as well,
or move on to something else.
Are you with your mask out? Are you gonna show the people your mask?
I left it in my car. I leave it in my car because that's
what I do.
It's the only time I go out and need to wear it. But there was I haven't seen it because they keep deleting it. There was a 30-minute gameplay leak for Valhalla.
Mm-hmm.
And some people that they just recapped it. So I don't know if you want to go into this recap I found, but I haven't watched it at all.
Can you watch it? I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
Ubisoft
post it on the group.
No, Ubisoft keeps finding it in like.
Yeah, I've been trying to find it.
Oh, okay.
But there's someone made like a bullet point thing, and I pulled it up in case we were gonna get into it ever.
Can you want to get into it?
If you want, yeah. I mean, we can
get into it because I gotta piss. Get into it, Jack. I'll be right back.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Well, hold on. We're in a lot of stuff in the chat here.
It's a good time to Jordan, fun chat.
From Jordan, I think in regards to what you were talking about, streaming games, Jack. Jordan said, if you stream some new shit, then I'm gonna watch it because it's something new, and you guys are great either way. Just do it and make it a regular thing.
Well, thank you, Jordan.
So that makes sense. I was kind of on a new streak for a while. I mean, every couple weeks because I only stream a couple times a week. When I beat a game, I do a new one. But yeah, that's awesome to hear. And Lopez was wondering, since I made the poll in the group earlier asking what I should do next, he asked if I was here, and I said I was. He said he hates me. Let's see. He hates me. How dare you? Do me 1 through 3. I want to watch you. Are you saying, Lopez, to do Mass Effect 1 through 3?
Pretty sure you did.
I did 2 and 3. I didn't do 1. I beat both 2 and 3. I didn't do 1. Jeff, real talk. How dare you, Mass Effect series? I did. I played them. If you really want, Lopez, if the remake for 1 through 3 is an actual confirmed, once it becomes a confirmed thing, if it does, I'll stream all 3 of them again. I don't give a shit. I love the whole fucking series. If that's a thing, how do you start at 2 and 3? Because I didn't have 1. That's why.
Is it on sale right now?
It wasn't on the sale that I rebought them for. It was just 2. It was just 2 and 3. So I had borrowed.
Still fun streams though.
Yeah, I had fun. I back when I started the Mass Effect series, I had to borrow the first one from the internet, so I never actually owned a copy myself.
Yeah.
And I owned a copy of 2 and 3 and bought some DLC and redid it this time.
Wait, Lopez.
But, yeah, I
Mass
know.
Effect 1 is on sale?
If it's on sale, I can do it. I didn't get it on Steam. That's another thing. I had it on Origin.
Oh,
So,
okay.
That I can do that. But if I'm gonna play 1, why not wait for the remaster at this point?
True, that's true. If
But-
I were you, I would save it and then start with 1 when the remaster happens, and then do all 3 again remastered, and then
Yeah.
do Andromeda.
I'll do all 3 remastered again, and then unless something cools out by then, I'll do Andromeda. But I feel like this is gonna be so far ahead. I might be sick. If I did 1 through 3, I might be tired of Mass Effect for a minute.
Yeah.
Not do Andromeda, but back to John's back. So
The remaster has stopped due to poor sales.
poor
Which is so
sales.
sad, because Andromeda is actually a really fucking good game. Say what you want about it. I liked it a lot.
I enjoyed it. I guess if enough people have been watching any of the podcasts, they'll know. At certain points, I will value a game on its entertainment versus its price.
Yeah.
Which I know I played games people hate, but I'm like, how many hours of entertainment did I get out of a game versus what I paid for it?
Exactly. That's what, when I was a kid, I would
Division
always
2, $5.
I would
Or
always
$3.
I got my $5 out for I played like 20, 30 hours of that, so I definitely got my $5 worth. I'd tell anybody if you could buy the Division 2 for $5, go buy it. You'll have
Yeah,
that much
It's worth $3.
out of it. Yeah,
Well, it's like Anthem, which we're gonna talk about, but
Oh,
Yeah.
even though I got my money's worth out of that.
yeah.
Barely. I mean,
So did you do the old Valhalla stuff?
Not yet. I was waiting for you to get back.
Do it.
We were just going over comments while you were.
Oh, that's nice.
He called us heretics for liking Andromeda.
Well, call what you will. I enjoyed it.
Hold on, Jordan. Any fun fighting games like Gang Beasts or any small games? No fighting games on the horizon.
What do you mean, like how
Jordan.
we used to do, like Fight Night between us?
That's a fighting game. So yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I could.
But after,
Yeah.
at post COVID, we have lots of cool stuff that we used to do. We'd have everyone
we
over
did a lot
here.
more.
We'd have Mortal Kombat. Fucking, I got Tekken now. Street Fighter Third Strike that Jeff sucks at.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's so bad.
I'm just kidding. He's literally a god, and he goes to level 1 and he plays it. And he does. I like it because he does this. He he does the thing on the thing, and I'm like, this guy knows arcade games.
It's a solid strategy for hit.
I know it is. I don't know how to do it. I'm respecting.
But
All right,
do
Jeff, do
you want to
Valhalla.
get the Valhalla? All right. Our first bullet point for Valhalla is it's an open world exploration. It looks very similar to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, although with the color palette more familiar to The Witcher 3. So a darker.
And Jack just,
Goddamn!
And
He-
Jack's dad. We're looking for a new host. So okay. Just real quick. Let's just hit these things real quick because we got a lot more podcasts to do. So okay. So that's gonna be what does that mean? It's gonna be
So
more old timey looking kind of,
Dark.
or that like
dark.
Dark.
I
I want to
agree
say
that-
okay.
when I read that, I hear like rainy skies, dark clouds.
Yeah,
It's not the bright sun that's in Odyssey. And
it's
Completed
not the
Lands.
island-esque stuff in Odyssey. It's very like gritty,
Very Europe,
gritty.
very Europe, very England, very rainy, overcast all the time.
I like it.
I'll,
Alright.
I'll just pick out a couple other ones that are.
Yeah, pick out like 2 or
Decent.
3 great ones.
Okay, this one has one new aspect to it that seems pretty cool. They showed combat amidst a full castle siege, the same way I guess in Odyssey where you just do the battles on the battlefield.
Oh yeah.
This one was a castle siege. The player uses twin axes and a bow in the footage, and 2 abilities. They didn't say anything about that, but you can use a battering ram to take down the gates in your way.
Nice.
I like that.
So it's not just the open field clash. It looks like you would siege something, go forward into it, and then take it over.
Can
That
you
was pretty
Trojan
cool.
horse it?
Doesn't say.
I would need answers now.
And it looks like they also did, which seems a little similar to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but they did a boss battle that ends where you can actually execute them or spare them.
yeah,
I
that
think
was
there were
kind
a
of
couple
cool.
There were a couple choices in Odyssey like that. So,
So it's like spare him and he joins your fucking pirate ship like how it is in Odyssey?
doesn't say. That doesn't seem like a very Viking thing. So I would assume you would become your slave.
You like,
That's-
yeah, you spare him and you're like, do you want to live or do you want me to shit on you every day for the rest of your life? And you're like,
Yes.
It could be something comparable to like Dishonored too, where you in Dishonored you can go for like their like hidden objective or whatever. You have to like expose them like politically or something, or like they lose their power. So
so like maybe you
could be like that.
maybe
I
you
don't
be-
know.
maybe you're like becoming their friend a little bit to expose them on a different level or something like that later on in the story.
Yeah,
or
it could be something
manipulate
like
him or
that.
something like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Could be.
All right.
Next.
Is
Or you
that
wanna
all?
keep- you-
I
I think
want one more.
I can pick out like 2 more.
I want two more.
Do one. We got a lot more. We got a lot more.
I
Do
want two.
one big one.
I want
Pick
two.
the best one in your eye.
We'll read them both. We'll talk about both.
Okay, there's one we can actually talk about, and then I think there's one that's just different, but not. You can't go into it too much. This other,
I'll go into you too much.
you don't have the hardware to do
Equipment.
that. Yeah. The game's skill menu takes the form of constellations, where you unlock skills
Oh, like
across
Skyrim.
multiple branches and includes points to be spent on abilities or base stats.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
The big part I take from that is you can spend it. That's the first part. You can spend it on abilities or base stats.
Which is nice.
It becomes
So like
it
Paragon
strength
points.
or honor,
yeah. Well,
or can I roll and stab somebody?
they if that's a skill, yeah.
It is a skill.
It's basically-
roll. It's called Rolly Stabby.
I don't think Jack's got there yet. But
It's on the
in-
3rd tier of the levelment.
I mean the stat stuff. There's a point. I think it's got to be 40 or 50, Jack. But you unlock like a base stat tree you can spend skill points on.
Oh, it's like Paragon points in Diablo.
Yeah, except you have to get to a certain level to unlock it. But what it sounds to me like this is it might start with that in case you don't like any of the skills, which is what I've respect
Why
several
would you
times.
not like the fucking skills? Don't make the game if you don't like the fucking skills.
Well, that's like for me in
Sorry.
Odyssey. Like I'm not using the fire sword at all. Like I'm
Yeah,
using
It's
the.
it's a horrible mishap on your end.
Well, no, because
don't
I
use
use
the fire skill at
I
all.
use the shield. I take the shield. I have the hero strike. I have that one blade where you like dash around. I have a heal, and then
Jack, you don't have to tell us what you have. We know what you have. We watch you
Oh.
every stream.
Jordan asked if there's a concealed blade. Yes, the concealed blade is in the
hidden
trailer.
blade.
If you can look up the trailer for Valhalla, it's amazing. And yes,
Yeah.
the hidden blade is back in a
Thank
pretty
God.
sweet way. But no, I've respect so many times in Odyssey because I only use a certain number of skills, and after those skills, it's just I don't use any other skills. So why not put it
Mhm.
into just base stats,
Which is
Which-
a good idea.
which is what
So
I've
hopefully
done
it does
because-
start with that.
No, just because I disagree with you on not having fire swords doesn't mean that I only use fire swords. So I
No, I'm
very
just-
much agree with that.
I just-
because I use I pretty much have your setup right now, Jack, but with fire swords. So when I go to upgrade things, yeah, it makes sense. I use 5, 6 of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
I don't even use that. I have 1. I use 4. That's it. And the
Jeff's
rest
like
are in the
me
past.
fighting
Overpower,
Sunny and
overpower, heal.
overpower, dodge, heal, overpower, dodge, heal, overpower.
But it's overpower. I have second wind, the heal, the shield break because I hate the fucking shields,
Yeah,
and then
same.
The chain assassinate, where you throw it, teleport to them.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
Oh,
ones. That's so cool.
It's one of my favorites. It's
Those are the 4
that one time, like the last time I watched you stream and you took down 3 like big dudes.
It's so
like you
fun.
were walking in the camp, you're like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
That's fun.
Jack.
And then the last little thing, it's not real big. It said they're a seemingly non-regenerating health bar, but there's an ability to eat berries from the environment to replenish it.
Perfect.
Do you go poop?
So I don't know if it's just your health bar doesn't regenerate and you're just running through battle eating berries, or
Yeah,
seems
that would,
interesting. I wanna see.
wouldn't mind a regenerating one when I was out of combat, but whatever. I play Dark Souls. I'm used to it. It's fine.
Yeah, I would just kind of
Okay.
want to be in the middle of battle, just be like shank, grab some berries off a bush.
Probably
for
a
a dead
time and
body.
place for the berries, Jeff. God damn.
Dingleberry.
Okay. Yeah, dingleberries.
You grab them off the enemies because they shit themselves.
Acquired 4 dingleberries.
Fuck yeah. I needed that.
All right. So Val's gonna be legit. Jeff, let's move on to you.
Yeah.
Quickly. What are you streaming?
Or
What are you streaming next? What have you streamed the past 2 times?
well, I finished Spec Ops: The Line drunkenly and horribly.
No,
Right,
you
it-
did it in 5 hours, dude.
It should have been. It should have been 4.
I thought it was gonna take you 8. By the way, you kept dying all the time.
That's it. It should have taken 4, but it took 5 because of that weird dying. But apparently,
You listen. You thought it was gonna be run amok, kill everybody, and you forget how hard old games are.
either way, no matter how hard that was, I still beat it in 5 hours.
Well, yeah, you're the
it's
best.
a short
I
game.
get
No, it's
it.
a short game. You could have done it. It was a short game. That's not. It wasn't
Right,
hit
I can do anything.
by any means, though.
Except
Except time.
win more than 2 games in competitive Overwatch.
Wait, whoa! Hey.
Do you want to get into this, John?
And moving on to what are you streaming next, Jeff?
Apparently, The Witcher 3 is probably going to be the DLC.
From the votes, it looks like it. I don't
It
think
looks like-
Andromeda's got no love, bro. Andromeda's got no love.
but
I voted for it.
But what Greg voted for it.
Yeah, true.
So you're like,
Greg voted for it.
fuck the vote. Whatever Greg votes for,
No, but if
he's the only one that voted it.
Jack just said he did too. But if the remaster ever comes about, I'll just do all 3. I'll do all try and do all 4 back to
They
back.
are gonna remaster it, so get ready for that.
I didn't see confirmation, but The Witcher 3, Hearts of Stone, and Blood and Wine will probably be the
See,
next.
now I don't even have to. Now I never have to play. I can just watch you stream it.
But you won't watch me stream it. You'll leave it on your phone.
Why? I watch you stream all the time.
You don't.
I
watch.
literally do. I
You don't
literally do.
How did
My
Witcher
family
3?
hates me. My
How did
family.
Witcher- How did The Witcher 3 end?
The sunset, and then
Sunset.
Right.
so anyway, moving on from Jeff to me. I've had a horrible couple of days in Overwatch, but before that, I was streaming a little game called The Last of Us 2. Phenomenal, great game. I feel like a lot of people bought this, but no one's playing it. I feel like a lot of people bought it, but no one's beating it. I don't have anyone to talk to about it. Yet I look online, everyone's a fucking whiz at it. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on.
When I get paid
So-
this weekend, I'll probably get it with this weekend or next week.
Oh, here's the thing, Jeff. You don't have to get it if you just want to borrow mine, or do you want to? If you want to invest in Naughty Dog, that's fine.
John?
But I have a physical
John?
copy.
John, you'll remember what I told you about
You
good
like
games.
to invest in studios that you are pleased with. I'm just throwing my copy on the table like I throw my cock on the table every time I see you. Okay,
Every time, and that gets denied every time.
it's always a thing.
So I'm gonna buy that.
So,
and
also another thing I picked up that you guys are proud of me about: Diablo 3. I'm just entering. I just beat the second act. So
what was I just need to know?
Oh, the video.
What did you feel?
When he's like, when he's like, I've sacrificed so much. She's like, you know nothing about sacrifice, and he touches her arm, and then it's the god fight. Dope.
I've watched that.
I remember you
so many times.
I didn't remember until it was over, and I was like, Jack. I'm like, Jack has entered my mind. I remember you asking me what I thought about the cutscene in between the first and second act, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Oh, it's one of my favorite pieces.
It's like Minecraft Dungeons, but better.
No.
You keep going, John. I'm refilling. I can hear you. I still have my headphones.
Oh god.
He's like, you can't judge me. I am justice itself. He's all, oh my god, rips his wings off.
He's like, fuck your justice, bro. Yeah. No, it's dope. So here's the thing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If I wouldn't have bought my children Minecraft Dungeon and played it, and seen that kind of play,
isometric RPG.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have got Diablo 3, but it also helps that it was like $10 for the deluxe or whatever the new version is. And now I can't even play Minecraft Dungeons because they stole everything from this game.
No. Diablo 3 stole. They went to the future, saw Minecraft Dungeons, and then went back to 2012 and made D3.
That makes sense. Look at Jeff with his wireless headphones. He can do whatever he wants, like a fucking asshole. Can you hear me?
No, he's not back yet.
All right,
I'm not.
Yeah. So playing Diablo 3, and I'm just smitten with it. Like I'm getting new swords and shit. And I'm like, ah! it's literally the greatest, and it's gonna lead up for me to play Diablo 4. And here's the thing. I know I said
Diablo 4 in 6 years.
I know I told people this is going to be my first PC game, but after playing Diablo 3 on PS4, I'm going to keep it on PS4, baby. Let's go! Fuck PC.
We already knew you were going to play.
I figured you probably were going to do that.
Yeah, that was
yeah, that's probably true. How about this? Trends with benefits.
We finally made it.
We made it.
5 minutes. 7 hours in, we're here. Oh, look, Jeff typed something. I'm supposed to remind you.
What was that? An hour 19? You typed that in, Jeff? Or
1 hour 18 minutes. It was.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right, so this is where we talk to you guys about what is trending now in the video game, pop culture, any relevant news, all of the above. Let's start with the new game called Hyperscape that GGS has gotten their hands off because of hands on. Sorry, I was talking about hand jobs. We've got our hands on this because of Jack. Jack, tell us about the experience. How'd you get in? What did you do different than everyone else? Did you put in some cheat code? And how?
No, I didn't. So here's what I did. It's pretty crazy. I woke up Thursday morning, and I was like, "Oh, you know what I do every morning is I get on Twitter." So I launched my Twitter app, and I'm like, "Oh shit! Ubisoft announces a new battle royale Hyperscape. You can get in by watching Twitch." I'm like, "Oh, cool." I go to my Twitch. I watch XQC.
You watch it?
Yeah, I watch XQC play it. I drank some coffee, and then Twitch is like, "You got to drop." I'm like, "Okay, 6. I'm in the beta." So I go to my computer, download it, and I was like, "I'll stream this today." That's what happened. Super fucking hard. But yeah,
intense.
No. But
that sounds intense, Jack. I don't want to hear any more of that talk.
But yeah, I mean, if you do want to get into it, I think the beta is closed now. I think it's only a 5-day beta. But in the future, if they do it again, you basically just go to Ubisoft and you link your Ubisoft to your Twitch account.
Yeah.
And then you just watch anyone playing it with drops enabled. And it's just like the Valorant beta.
Okay, I need info details. What you
Yeah.
think about it? What is it? How is it different
So
from Apex?
I don't
and
play
Valorant?
battle royales. It's not my thing. Everyone who has ever watched me knows that. But this one, I actually really enjoyed. I played Apex. I've played Modern Warfare 1, Warzone.
One.
The Modern Warfare one. Like,
Oh, okay.
I should remember the name of it. Warzone.
Warzone.
Yeah. So I've played.
Oh,
I've played.
like Battlefield one.
I've tried playing Fortnite.
How many times?
One time, but
Me too.
And
And I drugged this guy into it.
I didn't even want to. It was like
my
my
birthday. I had no choice in the matter.
My friends wanted to play, and I was like, I guess I'll try it.
It's always the case, and the next thing you know, everyone's ODing on heroin.
Yep.
I would have rather OD'd on heroin.
And so I'm not a huge fan of battle royales. It's not my thing, but this one it's different. I liked it. It was like something that we're like, if I wasn't as into like Valorant as I am right now, like I probably would have played more of
Huge
it.
Valorant guy, never streams it. Yeah, totally.
Oh man, you're really pissing me off with that one. Actually,
He's gonna keep pushing that button. Too.
I'm sorry I'm sorry I'm a driven person that wanted to beat Odyssey. But anyway, so it's like you like the cool thing about it is it's mainly for Twitch, not for Facebook streaming yet, or probably at all ever. But
why is that, Jack?
It was a cool like look into like what they're doing. Like there's like the Twitch chat. Like you can, when you go to play, you can hit play or like streamer, and you go on a streamer, and then your chat will get prompts. Just like because anyone who's ever watched Twitch, there's sometimes it'll be on there. Someone like make a poll, or there'll be like a hype train that happens, and like you get like notifications on it. You can like jump in on it. So in this game, it'll be like, oh, there's like a challenge event going on, and then your chat votes on like zero gravity, unlimited ammo, and like whatever. And so whatever perk gets picked gets like put into the game. So like the chat is involved in how the game's
where is this chat? Like, are they watching like the main Hyperscape page?
No,
and
they're
voting
watching.
on
So
there,
when you are playing, you can log in your Twitch account, and then your chat will get prompt when you're playing.
Okay.
So
that's cool. It keeps the viewers involved, which is good.
Yeah, so that was really cool. And then
let's say you pick two or games out there now that mesh into this. Is it Valorant, Apex? Overwatch, Apex?
It's definitely Apex. I wouldn't throw Valorant into it, but I would it's
the only reason I said Valorant is because of the art a little bit, the style.
The style reminds me a lot of Titanfall. When I was playing, it reminds me a lot of Titanfall. But with like the power ups you get are very similar to like I would say Overwatch abilities. Like you can get like the jump one, you can get the ball. It's kind of like crazy, but like, which is what makes it unique in my opinion. Like it's unique in the way that's like
what sets it apart from the other ones is that you have
like you can get a power up where you turn into a ball and you bounce around the map.
All right. Is this a rechargeable skill or something you have to buy?
It's rechargeable. So when you're going around the map, just like there's like drops for, so like in I guess Warzone you can like pack the armor, or like in Fortnite there's like the health and stuff.
Yeah.
In this game, instead of having that stuff, you don't get you automatically regenerate health after fights. After a certain amount of time, you start regenerating your health, and then you can pick up like a health power where like when you activate it, like a ring, kind of like soldiers stim pack or whatever. Like you sit in the center of it and you heal, or you can like pick one where you get a bunch of armor. But then those are on recharge, so like once they're down, you have to wait for them to like the cooldown to go away. So like, and then you have to like choose like which, like you can only have two, so you can choose between the health one and like the
is
ball.
This the L1 R1 or PC?
It would be L1 R1.
So you have two different like moves.
Yeah, that's what it would be. Your choice between those two.
One thing that you told me about it that was pretty cool that I want you to explain real quick is the revive system. Yeah,
so when you're playing Fuck. Swallowed water down the wrong pipe.
Get it out. Get it out, Jack. Here.
No, so when you die,
I'm back.
you basically get like a ghost. You like lose everything, but you get a ghost, and you run around the map, and like so you're alive as long as your team's alive. So instead of it being like you go pick up their like, is it a card in Apex or something? You go to their death box, you grab their card, and then you go to a respawn. Yeah, so instead of that happening, let's say you're in like a 3v3 fight with your team. It's only squads when I was playing. And let's say you guys take out 2 of their people and then one of their guys kills you, but then your teammate kills them. The person they killed or anyone in that game they drop like a little like gold triangle on the ground, and you go stand on that and you press F, and then your team can come up and like respawn you into the game. So I think that's cool. It makes it a little bit more interesting than like just dying and waiting to respawn. Like you can still run around and like ping enemies, and you can like ping gear and stuff. So like it looks a little bit more like active, which I think is why I liked it more than most, because like I wasn't just dead.
So, do you think this is going to take over Apex Modern Warfare? They dropped
it. It won't take over Warzone.
They dropped it in a ballsy time right now.
They won't take over Warzone.
What about Apex?
Not saying it's a bad game. Maybe. I mean,
Apex following is crazy. Jeff, what did you catch any of Jack's stream? What did you think about it? I know you're not a big battle royale guy. Okay, we all know that, but did this stand out to you at all?
No.
Yeah, I mean
it's a battle royale.
I know it was a risky question to send you. I know.
No, it's nothing. I was watching, waiting for something different to blow my mind, and it was. No.
I am a fan of how the gun comes back into your hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty.
There's
cool.
a lot of cool elements to it that I think they have like a lot going for it. Like, it looks cool, but I feel like right now is a very like, especially with Warzone being as popular as it is. Like Warzone is now, in my opinion, more popular. Or not more popular. It's at the same level that Fortnite has been at.
It's an oversaturated market right now. It's just
everyone's doing.
You got Apex, you got Fortnite, you got Modern Warfare, just tearing it up.
You got PUBG, you got Elysium, you've got Realm Royale, you've got Spellbreak. There's so many.
The smaller ones that I think Hyperscape's gonna fall into. They picked a ballsy time to drop this. I mean, okay, real quick. PC, it's out now. Do you know when it's coming out to console?
They said so. The beta is on PC, but I think the beta was only 5 days. So I mean, I haven't looked into it too much, but it has been confirmed that it will be coming to console as well. All
right, well, be looking out for Hyperscape. By the time you listen to this, it might be downloadable on your Xbox or PlayStation 4. Check it out. It's new. That's like a thing that is good. Is that it's free.
New. It's free.
It's free.
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
So, all right, let's move on. PS5 price leak. So, what do we hear about that? What do we hear about that, guys? What do you think the price is going to be for a PS5?
Like what the recent thing was, or what like my personal opinion is?
No. What the leak was?
Okay, so it was like a poll on Reddit, and for some reason there was some sort of like stake taken it that it was like confirmed or whatever, and they got taken down from the Reddit page. But it was saying that the digital edition of the PS5 would be $323, and the one with the disc would be $435.
So I sent you enough money, Jeff.
I'm calling bullshit.
I don't believe that for a second.
No, not a second. When someone said that, they're like, "Hey, did you hear the PS5 is gonna be $300?" I was like, no.
Who remembers the was it $500 or $600 price tag on the PS2? Who remembers that? Who remembers?
I remember people buying it for that much.
That was the price tag on the Okay, maybe it was PS2 or PS3. They've even said that they
PS3
overpriced.
was $500.
Was it the PS3?
there is it does not matter what you say. The PS5 will not be cheaper than the PS4. There's no
The
fucking
PS5
way.
will not be
Is
the
there any
same
way they
price.
can give it to us for free, Jeff?
Yes,
The
there
PS5
is.
Okay, how do I get that?
Give a nice angry Handy J. It's one of the night stalkers at Target. He lets you in the back, steals
Yes.
one, night of release, free.
Sounds good. I'll be right back.
It's not released yet. It's okay.
There's no way
with
that
the
it'll
tech
be
that's-
the same price as a Nintendo Switch.
with the tech that's in it, just the SSD alone, like,
Yeah,
by itself there's no fucking way.
I'm going 500.
You think 500?
I'm tossing 6. I'd say 6.
Tossing salad or tossing salads?
6 salads.
What do you think the price reduction will be for the digital?
A hundo difference.
You think it'd be $100 difference?
I don't think
Yeah.
it'd be 100.
I think it'd be
Because
50.
if you buy only digital, I think there's like a bitch price tag that comes with it. And then if you buy physical copies like a man would, then you have to pay more.
Oh, so I'm getting the bitch price tag.
Yeah,
that's why.
probably.
That's why you deal with banks and make your money digital versus having cash in your wallet that's physical.
Listen,
Like a
cryptocurrency.
bitch.
We don't have time for that.
Jesus. But yeah, I don't think it'll be
There's
100.
no
I think
way.
it'll be a $50 difference.
When I say stuff, they don't respect it, folks.
Yeah, we
No.
don't. Yeah, I'd say I'd go with 50. A $50 difference.
I don't think.
50?
I don't
That's
think.
a lot.
I don't think they can go. My opinion is I don't know. I feel like they can't go like too much higher than the PS4
They're gonna lose a lot of people that want to play it.
if they go too much higher because
It won't be more than 600. There's no if they want to make all the monies, I don't think it'll be over that.
They should actually. Sony should just fucking whip it out. Start it at 700. There's gonna be so many people that want to buy it. They don't give a fuck. Make that money. 4 months in, lower the price to the normal price. Exactly. Like no one. There's gonna be so many people that don't give a shit how much it costs. They're just gonna fucking buy it because it's a PS5. Start at 7, 800. Drop it to 500. 4 months in, you're still gonna make.
Everyone gets one. Everyone gets one. That's fine.
That's what they should do. Well,
All right. So maybe the price in the PS5 is up for debate. We got 400. We got 500. We got 600.
it doesn't
Here's
matter.
Here's one thing that I do believe. We're about to pay $70 per game.
yeah, I
I
believe
don't
it.
think so.
Correct?
I don't
You-
think so.
You don't think so, Jeff?
No, it should be, but I
pay $70 per game now because I get the deluxe versions. So
No, I don't think it'll be the new standard. Not for a minute. It should have been the standard fucking years ago. I remember I've always been very curious about how video games have escaped inflation for years.
Mhm.
When I would get an A in fucking elementary school, my dad would buy me a video game, and he would buy me an N64 game for $60.
yeah,
$60. I don't know how.
It's been there forever.
I don't know how 20 years later they're still $60.
I will go more back in time. I was sick with a Nintendo, and my dad's like, "What can make you feel better?" I said, "Tiny Toons." It was $60 for Nintendo at that time. I remember he was like, "Goddamn, $60 fucking dollars." Yeah, Dad.
Like-
Get your ass to the fucking Walmart, motherfucker. Yeah, $60. So you think that's going to be the standard?
I think I think it'll continue to be the standard for a bit.
You
even
think
though
they have to build their awesomeness to raise the price, kind of
No,
thing?
I think they're out. I think they've been long overdue for the inflation increase, which is it still baffles me how they've escaped it.
Yeah.
Which
You're smart by saying it. What's that word you said?
baffled.
No.
Inflation.
Inflation.
Inflation. I'm also well. I think
Jack. He's like, this guy's an idiot.
I guess- I guess to the counter on that, which would be my very unpopular opinion that probably not very few people agree with, is that to combat that they came out with microtransactions
Yeah.
to buy extra stuff in games because
Yeah. Because they
I-
sell it at this price point, so let's make the money on the back end.
Yeah, which you don't even have to do, which I've never really fucking done at all. So they've never made a dollar off me in microtransactions.
You bought a
So
DLC, motherfucker. You
Yeah,
fighting
They
ghosts.
made a lot of
sleeping
money
dog.
off me. I'm gonna be honest with you
yeah.
guys.
Well,
Lots
for
of
DLC,
money.
yeah, I would buy expansion packs to other games too.
Jack's like, they got
Which
me.
Yeah,
which is
they got me. Lots of money.
which is
Valorant's
the same.
free, and I spent more on it than I would, like to admit.
Which is fine because I mean that's why I said if they're gonna keep that price tag, that's why they added this extra stuff because I bought Superman 64 for $60, which is the worst. I lost $100 probably.
That
for
is the worst game ever you could have bought for that amount.
exact. Well, my
But
dad
also
bought
the
it.
best.
That's what I'm saying. Back in I was like Superman, give me Superman, Dad. He's like, all right, I'll buy you Superman. I'm like, wow, I wish I would have. I got an A in fucking history for this or whatever the fuck it was. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
To get- I
That
got-
was one of the worst
I got-
games ever made, dude.
I got honor roll in elementary school, and I got this game. But that like in the mid '90s, like
$60 was everything.
$60 in the
It
mid
was
'90s
$100.
versus $60 in 2020.
Yeah,
Like-
no, that is a good point, man. That's a good point. Okay, so PS5 is gonna be expensive. $70 games, maybe if they change the mold, which obviously we've just talked about. That hasn't changed in 20 years. It hasn't changed in 20 years, so we'll see. Let's move on. Donnie Yen, Sleeping Dogs. This is awesome to talk about because Jeff actually just finished streaming this game.
It was
Is that
such a-
something you're very excited for?
It was such a weird coincidence. Like,
I know, right?
out of
it's
no-
like
I
it's
was
like
like-
when Facebook hears you talk about cock rings, and then you go to your Facebook and there's cock rings everywhere. Right?
Yep.
It's not because
Donnie Yen.
it's not because I search for cock rings constantly. It's because Cortana hears me talking about it on Windows 10.
You're like, I wish this was a movie.
But I thought actually I was gonna send you a message about that, John, because I thought I saw some random post from some random page on Facebook. It's like
You're
Donnie
waiting
Yen,
until it wasn't fake news.
Donnie Yen's doing a Sleeping Dogs movie. I was like IMDbing Sleeping Dogs. There's like 20 Sleeping Dog movies called Sleeping Dog
Oh, yeah.
kind of thing, and I'm like, is he just remaking?
All directed by Quentin Tarantino.
I was like, is he remaking an old movie? It's not on IMDb. The new one.
I know.
The new one's
It's
not.
gonna be. It's new from what.
Well, usually even if they have like a new
I
thing,
know.
it'll be like
I mean,
they'll have
yeah,
a
yeah,
placeholder shit. I couldn't find a placeholder, so I'm like, it's
Yeah.
got to be fucking fake. And then when you posted Donnie Yen said it himself, I was like, oh fuck, all right, okay,
Yeah.
that's
It's gonna be
exciting.
dope. My
That's
favorite thing
exciting.
is that Square Enix is involved in that, and that's what makes me so very horny. Okay, so here's a movie coming out that I'm fucking excited for, but I don't know if I'll get to experience the theater vibe for it, which I'm sad. And I know Jack's excited for it. I don't know, Jeff, probably because you like good movies, but Tenet by Chris Nolan.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's all you say.
Chris Nolan. I mean, if we argue what's the best Batman, blah blah blah, dude, I'll talk about Chris Nolan all day. From Inception to fucking the Batman movies to just literally anything he touches. It's pretty fucking stellar. So this movie looks pretty dope. What do you think, Jack?
It's like I commented on that post you had on Facebook. I think it's like one of the only movies I've been looking forward to this year. Was when I saw the trailer for it when I went to go see what was the last Star Wars called?
Ray
The last Star Wars,
The last Star Wars.
The Last Ray Walker.
Rise
yeah.
Rise of Skywalker,
Something like that. Yeah.
Ray of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rays of Light Star Wars.
Rise of the Skywalker, or whatever.
Yeah, so when I saw the trailer for it, I was like, oh shit, this looks fucking good. And
Yeah.
then I was like, I've literally looked up like if it's gonna like be delayed or like just go to streaming during quarantine. I've looked that up
like it's like one of the things they put out straight. I've paid $400 to watch Trolls 6 times with my fucking kids. I will pay $400 more to watch Tenet. I want a home delivery of this.
I know.
We're
That's
not going to see it in theaters.
Well, that's the thing is I won't go to the theater. Like, it's just
no
not.
one will.
But they're saying it's
They're
coming
like,
out in
hey,
August
this
now.
movie's awesome. Maybe Corona? But like
Possibly.
they have one thumb up.
Here's the thing.
You pick one.
I work. I'm considered an essential worker. So
That's a lie.
and I know. You know, I work with a bunch of college kids, and we're all essential workers. We're supposed to clean for these people, and you know we give it our best shot. But like,
No.
I can't say it's the most sanitary building you're ever going to walk into in your life. So I'm going to go sit in a theater. You know, I'm not going to do it. So like,
No.
I'll have to. If that's what happens, I'll have to wait for it to go to like streaming. But like, I want to see it. I won't go see it in theaters because I won't go see anything in theaters anymore. But
Fuck, we forgot about something. Just talking about this, we forgot about something very extraordinary. The Max Reload Nether Blasters.
we didn't
is
forget.
gonna
We're
have-
going to go into it on the theater aspect. Remember we talked about that?
What?
We didn't
Don't
forget about
talk
it.
to John about things he's supposed to remember. He doesn't. Just tell him what it's going to be.
Yeah, talking about not going to theaters anymore, I would if they had a drive-in aspect of Tenet, I would go see it. You know,
Me too. Speaking of driving,
Fucking damn
Max
it.
Reloaded, and then we have the things on the stuff on the
Jesus.
page.
yeah. Max, if you want, you can go. That we did. There's like a drive-in. The Game On Expo is doing like a drive-in thing.
If you're
$40, one car, fit 17 people in there,
It's
non-coronavirus.
literally 5. It's
Five
five people in a
max.
car max. $40. There would be the
Don't do
Max
what I just
Reload,
said.
and then they're also doing some other things that they're doing like a Smash tournament.
Nice.
cosplay.
Yeah, cosplay tournament or not, whatever they
Can I
call it.
finally dress up like Zarya?
Yeah,
No.
please do.
Yeah,
I
you
have
can.
I
Leave
have
the
a
car.
no and I have a please do.
Actually, Lee, yes, do it. I'll change my vote. Do that so you can leave the car with Jack and I alone.
Okay.
We can enjoy the movie,
What will I be doing?
the
Taking
cosplay,
shots
whatever.
off of,
On
random things
FM
on the
radio.
curb?
Yeah.
Also,
wherever
if you
you're
do
go-
plan to do that, make sure you have a car that works that has the FM radio.
FM
Ability
radio is
to-
the key.
I was actually wondering if there's just like an FM app on your phone. You could just
Oh,
download
yeah,
the radio
probably.
app,
fuck
maybe?
yeah, there's gotta be.
Gotta be something.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
All right. So yeah, back to Tenet. Jeff, excited? Excited? No.
I'm looking. I would go see it. Yeah, I saw a bunch of.
You'd go see it, really?
Yeah,
in
well, no,
theaters?
like with shit
Wow.
right now. No,
Jeff,
Wow.
Jeff wouldn't even. This is how I know Jeff will not do shit while coronavirus.
Fuck
He
it.
wouldn't visit me when I worked at level 1, and this guy loves Jaeger. Okay, that's how I knew. That's how I knew all shots were off. Everything was called off because Jeff wouldn't see me while I bartended because of the coronavirus. So I respect that.
You didn't even want to bartend that night.
Hell no! Why would I want to give someone a gin and tonic and receive coronavirus in return?
So why would I
No!
want to go and sit next to someone getting a gin and tonic and jerked off? Both.
Well, that's
Both.
just
Don't want that. Because then I have a chance to get it seminally and through the air. I don't want that.
No.
all right. So Tenet's gonna
I'm
be
saying it.
awesome.
If everything was fine, I'd go see it in theaters because I don't mind seeing stuff in theaters. So if it was normal, I would have gone and saw it in theaters. But I am looking forward to it because before everything happened, I saw the trailer probably within 3 other movies I saw, and it looks really interesting. Really interesting. So
Mhm.
I'll see it whatever
It's
medium
gonna
it
be
comes down.
fucking
Probably.
tits. It's gonna be so many tits.
So
Let's move on real quick before we get into the main segment. There's a game out called The Last of Us 2. Okay. No
Yeah.
spoilers. No spoilers here. No
I was gonna be
spoilers.
like, I'm
but
gonna go, actually, I'm gonna go to
No.
the bathroom now. Just keep talking.
yeah. No, don't do that.
Don't do it. Okay,
Pee in
bathroom.
your
Yes,
floor
bathroom.
like a
No.
man. Pee on the floor. On the floor. Just
I'm gonna actually wait because I want him to be involved in this conversation.
God damn it.
I can't do it. He's gonna be the one that plays Last of Us 2 before you do.
Are you sure about that? How long has he had it and has not played it yet?
He ain't gonna play it, is he?
That's what I said. I actually wanted
He
to.
ain't gonna play
I
it.
was actually going to bring something up earlier, but I don't want to derail from your Last of Us 2.
No, go ahead, because I'm pausing this. So I want you to runaway train never come back. Oh, wanna win a runaway
What?
train.
What one way on a one-way track?
I don't know the word. I didn't write the
Or,
song.
or wrong way on a one-way track.
I don't know.
You have not mentioned it, but you probably would have next week. But I believe the end of next week, you literally have Ghost of Tsushima coming out. It's like next week, John.
Here's the thing. It's
Next
2
week.
It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks? I thought it was like the
17.
14th. That's
17.
next Friday, isn't it?
The 7th is today.
Yeah. So a week from today is the
Is
14th.
the 17th?
It's the 14th. I said 7 days from today is the 14th.
I'll look at it right now. So here, all right. You're probably right. Ghost of Tsushima.
I thought it was the 17th, which is next Friday.
July 17th. All right, so July 17th.
Literally next Friday. That's next Friday. I have a calendar on my computer. It's the 7th next Friday.
Jeff. Oh, but yeah, that's why this will work. Is because we were going to have another podcast on next Tuesday if all goes well, and that's when I was going to talk about it. That's why it was strategic. It was strategic, Jeff. I want you to know that.
I know. I still thought you would have mentioned something about it tonight. I figured you just forgot, but
Well, how about right now? Ghost.
that's
of
what
Tsushima.
you. That's why I didn't know if you wanted to interrupt.
It's gonna make me blow my L all over my own Ghost of
all over your C.
We're saying things that I don't know about.
That's why I'm like,
dude.
I'm
Okay.
gonna,
Are you gonna get that game? Are you gonna get it?
I'm gonna.
Don't be
That's
scared.
why, like,
Don't be
next
scared.
weekend.
Don't be scared, Jeff.
Okay. No, I got it. I'm more looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima gameplay.
Yeah.
And I'm more looking forward to The Last of Us 2 story.
Okay.
That
makes
makes
so-
sense.
But I'm gonna get both. I'm getting both of them.
All right. So Jack, I wanted to save the Last of Us 2 rant because and there's no spoilers. There's no spoilers. Everything that I'm talking about, you guys have probably either already heard but there's no spoilers. But I wanted you to hear this to possibly comment on because I know that you have the game, correct?
Yes.
So I think it's going to be something that you play soon. I would assume if you bought it, why would you not play it? So okay, here's what's happening in Last of Us 2. Laura Bailey plays a character called Abby in The Last of Us 2. So there's things that happen and she's getting a lot of like very, very bad hate on social medias because of things that happened in the game.
Yep.
I just want to say that if you're one of these people that are given the hate, and if you like the first one or whatever, like fuck you, really. Like the way that Last of Us the first one starts is already controversial in the first fucking 10 minutes. I have daughters. And he loses his daughter in the first 10 fucking minutes. I cried real fucking tears was mad at the game. But that's what they do. The game drives conversation from controversial, usually very gruesome scenes. It's what they do. They go very gruesome scenes that make you act.
It wasn't even that gruesome, but it was still just the emotion behind everything. Yes.
Yeah.
I would say it's very similar to the guy who played Joffrey from Game of Thrones.
Oh God, who didn't want him to die? The whole, you know what I mean? Like,
but you I didn't hate him as a person. I hated
exactly.
Joffrey.
Some people cannot.
They can't differentiate.
They can't differentiate. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm like. That's the shit part about everything. Is like,
yeah.
You can
So
hate
she's
the
getting
fuck
hit
out of someone's character, but like in real life, to wish them death.
Like to me, I appreciate the guy who
There's
played
people that are
Joffrey.
like
His
I'm gonna
ability, like
fucking
I'm
kill
more
your
in
firstborn kid.
like I'm impressed, and I hated Joffrey, but I was like, his ability to play that character and make me hate him with such like visceral hate was like really impressive to me. I was like,
It's
wow,
the narrative.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That if
if they're good at their job, then you should hate the character. You know what I mean?
Exactly. When I want Joffrey to die, it's because I've thought about him more than I should.
Yeah.
Like they have developed that character so much that I'm like, God, I really want this motherfucker to die. Like, okay, so I beat the game. I beat Last of Us 2. I love Abby. I love her character. I love her story. She's fucking badass. I don't want to say anything of what happens because a lot of shit happens, but what she put into the story matters. You can't, if you play the first one and you have anything to say about Abby, you would have to say the same thing about Joel. Like you can't you can't.
Here's
like,
my
you
thing
can't
too. If you played like Last of Us 1 and you enjoyed it, you had to come into this game knowing that you're gonna be upset. Like that's what you liked
There's
about the
multiple
first one.
parts where it tore me up to play this game, and I'm like, fuck.
Are you sure
like
that was the Arby's?
Two things happening while I played this game. I think I did 2 weeks worth of like
Arby's,
just like 4 8-hour streams. I played it extremely slow. Here's what I didn't do. I didn't play the end on stream because once you get to the last 3 hours, it's all a spoiler. And I didn't want to do that to people. What happened to me is I watched a streamer play the end and it spoiled just a little teeny thing. So what I did is I played 90% and I beat it off camera because I was scared of like ruining it for people. There's a certain point where you can't turn back from watching this. Like, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to be that guy that. What's up?
We know you beat it off camera.
I had to. I had no choice.
We know you beat it off camera, John. Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Off joking. You're fucking.
No, I beat that on camera.
Oh no, you didn't. I would have synced it.
I
would have synced it.
Anyway, I just like obviously, like Jack said, if you played the first one, you gotta know some fucked up shit's gonna happen.
It'd be like watching Game of Thrones and expecting season 8 to end well.
They all hug at the end with the dragon.
Yeah, like, and they're like, they're all singing. Like, no.
Jon Snow's like, it's my queen.
Yeah, you knew shit was gonna go to. You knew you were gonna be like, well, fuck this at the end of it.
Yeah. It just makes me crazy. But here's where we're at right now. The main segment. 5 hours and 46 minutes into it, right? Yeah.
154, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this out there. You guys start the conversation. I'm gonna take a delicious shot. But here's what the main segment's about. It's about where streaming going. I'm gonna set the premise and we'll go from there. Maybe a week and a half ago, there's a streamer called Doc. Okay?
Doc.
Or Doc. Sorry, Dr. Disrespect.
Okay.
Doc to his fans.
So I was like, Back to the Future. We're talking about the Doc here, or like, what are we?
So, all right. So and I'm it's gonna be a little scattered, and then it'll come in to play. So, couple weeks ago, maybe a week and a half, Dr. Disrespect was on a stream. Some things happened. He goes into streaming what my girls play on their phone at Roblox. There's some intermittent fucking sounds, and he's thanking his fans. He gets off, boom, permabanned from Twitch. Okay. Then, before that, Mixer, which holds the world's greatest streamer. Well, I don't know about greatest, the most popular streamer. Ninja, probably as well as a lot of other ones I don't fucking have time to talk about.
Shroud was on there too.
Shroud. Yeah.
Yep, Shroud. All right, fuck Shroud.
Let's go.
Mixer gets bought out by Facebook what I hear is they're going to bring over the sponsor streamers and keep that going. The small streamers are out of luck.
Really?
What's going on with streaming right now? At the I don't know. I feel like it could be a big conversation. I'll let Jack take a hold of it while I do this shot, and then we'll go into it.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, like, because Ninja and Shroud both denied contracts with Facebook. So they, Facebook offered, to, I think it was to match what they had or whatever. But
Okay.
they made Mixer pay them out, and right now they're free. They're not on anything right now, as far as I know.
Okay.
So I think it's interesting. There's like theories and like people like, oh, Doc's starting his own, or Doctor Disrespect for Jeff.
I mean, well, when he said the Doc, for some reason I was like fucking like Marty McFly type of fucking
No,
shit.
I should have said
He didn't say the Doc. He said Doc. If he said the Doc, I might.
But I think it's
I
he gets
get it.
banned,
It's minuscule differences. I
and
know.
it's been there's been theories from all over the board. But there's one that was talking about how he's gonna start his own like streaming platform and trying to like get people to join him over there. So I think it's interesting that Ninja and Shroud didn't go back to Twitch. Maybe they can't go back to Twitch. I don't know if that's I can't imagine Twitch like denying them coming back to their platform.
At this point, I think they could obviously 100%. It's I would think it's almost a matter of just like pride at that point. It's
Yeah.
like, well, you fucking left, then well you can't come back. It failed. So
Yeah. So I mean
I
that could be
know-
it. But I think it's interesting that like there's not been a single like word on Dr. Disrespect's ban. And normally, like, I watch XQC, he's gotten banned a few times, and it's usually pretty like right away the reason he got banned. So I don't know if maybe it's such a huge like thing he got banned for that like they want to make like for sure before they make a statement or something. Or maybe it's they know that maybe there is like a secret platform that he's trying to make, and they don't want to like announce it because it could be like hurting their own business by announcing. Maybe it won't happen. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, definitely could be one of the things. But Dr. Disrespect was Twitch, right? He was Twitch. He's done for on there right now. So
permaban, baby.
Permaban, but is it because of something sexual assault related, which has been a huge thing for
that
Twitch
could be too.
right now? Huge thing for Twitch right now. Is it that, or if it happens to be he breached contract by creating or is attempting to create a new streaming platform in general?
That's what my vote is.
But I would think if nothing has come to light about why, I feel like it has to hurt somebody's platform so hard they can't say anything about it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think too.
So like if it's something like Twitch let something go for so long that they knew about for years, that would just they'd get swept in the tide and Twitch would be
Did you guys see that video of him that I sent you or that I tagged you on Instagram?
I saw it before that.
The quick version of it.
Yeah.
I think I saw the
It's pretty cryptic.
But
it is.
Still, he just saw
he definitely gets a text and you see it. I don't know what that text says, but I'm pretty sure it was almost like you're fucked.
No, it's got to be something like Twitch knows.
Twitch
knows.
Found out. Twitch this something you're fucked. Which is it's a metaphor. But he saw that and he was like, it's just like anything. It's like when you're trying to hide something, you get fucking caught. How do you act?
So
just like that.
If it comes out, I mean, Doctor, he's already kind of ruined. So to keep it so much further under wraps, it's either to protect his new streaming thing or Twitch's.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's got to be one of the two. Where either
One of the two.
fucks over maybe someone. If it is a sexual assault, that maybe they don't want to release because they'd have to release the names or whatever, and they don't want their names.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's a
something like
big
that.
allegation, though. That's like a big.
But it is a very prevalent right now in Twitch.
And they want to make sure that it's like
Very big. And
You
any
know,
more
But I feel like people link that because he got the last thing from going into bathrooms.
yeah, which it's not a huge leap that he might have done something again.
But still,
yeah.
from creating your own platform to being sexually assaulting someone, those are two very huge different.
They are.
But
That's why
they're two
on
different
getting-
things, but they both hold the same amount of weight in releasing information on it. Because if
Yeah.
let's say it is the secret platform that they're trying to
Yeah.
make, that would just make everyone like, hey, they're making a competitor, and everyone loves Doctor Disrespect, and he's going on there. And then Ninja and Shroud are out there, like they're in limbo. They're not signed anyone yet, so they could be going there, and that could Twitch wouldn't want to announce that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know.
That's another thing. Yeah, if they happen to launch that new service, but then later it comes out that it's because of some assault or something, jumping to that platform, knowing what had happened, is just another immediate association.
Yeah,
And like you knew that, and you still went to that new platform.
exactly.
You're just as big a piece of shit. Like
Yeah.
that platform would tank immediately.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. So I think we'll have to wait and
Okay.
they'll eventually
So-
release. Hopefully, I mean, I want to know it.
Minus the big names. Okay. And streaming. Here's what we have. We have Mixer that just got bought up by Facebook. So unless you're sponsored and get carried over to the Facebook sponsor world, you have a lot of people that are potentially us on that kind of thing, where we built this thing for a year and a half, 2 years. We have our following, and then all of a sudden we don't have a platform anymore. We're not sponsored. You have I mean, I can't even imagine how many streamers are in the same boat as us with,
Well, like Kat, she's there.
I know. We know him. But what I'm saying is where does this leave Facebook? Are now we that saturated platform that we've applauded ourselves to not be, because we're not Twitch and we're not YouTube or whatever? Is it going to be clouded?
I think it's interesting. I could see it becoming more of a Facebook gaming versus Twitch, which I think is what we're like really heading towards.
So we're in it. We're fine.
We are now in it. We didn't want to be, but
we're now, and because there'll be more people going. But with that means more people will be turning to Facebook for gaming.
Yeah.
So,
which might have a bigger audience.
Which maybe that could happen. I mean, you don't know. Like if you only, because Facebook is full of tons of different uses.
Yeah.
But with them buying Mixer, kind of shows how serious they are about their gaming platform. So I view it as kind of it's a double-edged sword. It's kind of a good thing because it shows they're very interested and like want to make it a successful thing. But also
it's like they were like, oh, Instagram, that's cool as fuck. I'm gonna buy the fuck out of you.
Well, I think it's I think on the other end of the sword that Jack is talking about, that I think Mixer realized they were in a bunch of shit, which was huge in the community before they Facebook bought them out. They were in a ton of shit for a lot of Me Too, sexual harassment stuff.
Oh, yeah. Real
big. Another big popular theory is that Microsoft Mixer got tired of fucking dealing with it. They're like, all right, we'll just sell, and Facebook decided to buy, and they will take over everything because no one was listening to any of the sponsored Mixer partners' cries and stories about everything going wrong on their platform.
You gotta listen, especially now. If there's one fucking time to listen to every single person's cry from the one fucking streamer who has one fucking viewer, I know it's hard to do because there's a fucking million of us. I get it.
Well, it was like
you gotta listen.
Streamers.
You have to
sponsored people.
I know.
With 2,000 viewers each, way up there, and I hate that we had to get political on the podcast, but
Eh.
I feel like that's why
But
it's a
not,
popular reason. It's a popular reason why Mixer kind of gave up. It was
Yeah.
just like Microsoft's like, well, I don't want to fucking deal with that.
I don't think it's politics. I don't think we're getting into politics here. I think we're just stating a little bit of the facts, and then just I don't
Well, I
think
guess I might have wrapped that up into the same thing, but they're different. But I feel like that's
Yeah,
why
that makes
Mixer
sense.
kinda-
I'd agree with that. So,
So are we? I feel. So someone came on one of my streams the other day and was like, "So you moving to Twitch?" And I said, "Why? Why would I move to Twitch?" I was like, if anything, at the bottom line, Facebook just bought Mixer. We've established our grounding here, and we're thriving in our sense of thriving. Like, I never thought I would have a fucking anyone watch me. So to have even fucking 10 people watch me, let alone 1,000 sometimes. Yeah, I think we're. And he said back, he was like, because of the price difference on what they pay out to you.
The price difference.
And I was like, I don't know if that's a thing, bud. I don't know, but whatever.
Might be, but we don't.
What I'm saying is, we're not even there to even fucking. Like, for us to move to Twitch would be. We already started on fucking Twitch. Like, we moved here. Facebook is our home. I love it. I have nothing. Like, if anything, they've just bought Mixer. I feel like maybe it might be a little more saturated. We have a name. We're gonna keep growing it. We have this going on for us. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah,
Right.
Sticking to the OG guns, John. Right.
These guns.
These guns. That
Look at that! Oh god, Jeff! Don't show it on screen. Use Oh, Jack! Look at that.
Jack. That's why Jack wears a shirt.
That's because his guns are too big. You can't even see them.
yeah, that's how big they are. You can't see them.
But also, I know we've also talked about that hundreds of times already, John. That if you're
My sexual desire for you.
yeah, we've given into that on a couple nights, but that's not what this podcast is about. Okay,
I know.
It's not about regrets.
Not about
It's
regrets.
wants and
Very
needs.
true. My regrets, John's wants and needs for indulging in that. But again, we've talked about it several times. If you're doing it for the viewers and the counts, you're not doing it right.
Yep.
True.
You're not.
That's what Jack
doing
thinks every
it
time
right.
he loads up
And
Odyssey.
no, he thinks
And yet
I
he
hate
gets
my-
the most views.
He thinks I hate my fucking life because I have to do all these side quests right now for 8 hours, and I can't
Everyone
enjoy it
loves
because I'm
him.
on
He
stream.
gets literally. I look at the highlights. You can go to that certain thing on your page, and it's just Jack's Odyssey streams. I'm like, well, I guess fuck whatever I'm doing.
I've been yeah.
But yeah, it's all about if you're on it for like donos and viewers, like you probably won't go anywhere with it. It'd be like making music to be rich. Like that shit doesn't sell. If you make music because you got nothing else you can do with your life but make music, you'll probably sell shit.
No, you want to if you want making music because you love making music and you don't care who buys it,
and you just love the
Eventually,
process, like you'll probably be good.
love
I think
doing
that's what we have is that we're definitely doing this for passion. I mean, I can't even tell you how many streams it's just been us three on it.
And that
I'm
like the
like,
last stream I had was
My
it was
friends are
us.
here.
Yeah, it was us three. And I was streaming to Odyssey. Like, God, I haven't laughed that hard. Like, I
Man,
couldn't
that was
stop
good.
laughing. Like,
Yeah. And you're right. Like, and don't get us wrong. When you view, we fucking love it. It makes for a way better stream. A busy chat is like literally my favorite. I won't even paying attention to the games and chatting with you guys because sometimes you bring the heat like that. Obviously, the supporters and everything are great, but there is a passion burning deep in us that it's not Taco Bell. Or
it's
is it?
something Taco Bell.
I've had streams where the chat has had to tell me to get back to the game because I've been interacting with them too much. So can you start playing the game again? Like, oh, sorry everybody.
Oh, yeah, we'll get back to that.
Yeah,
You
so
guys,
like obviously
sorry.
we love it and we appreciate it, but the passion is there for us. Just gaming, just gaming at the core of it, which is awesome. So I guess the overall view is that we'll just see how it goes. Some big things could be coming up for Doctor Disrespect, Ninja. I heard Tim the Tap Man was kind of in with the whole thing, but he's not permanent. He's not banned, right? He's still on Twitch, right?
I think he's a part of it because the rumor is that he reached out to Tim to ask.
Yeah, that's
him,
what I heard.
But I don't think Tim like,
platform.
yeah.
To me, it has to be something different because if they were willing to say bye to the Doctor, why would they not say bye to him? So maybe there's something different there. Who knows? But we will talk about it soon when we figure it out.
Yep.
Let's get into shout outs. This has been a long podcast.
It has been a long one.
But it was supposed to be a short one, so that's how you know we just keep it flowing. Let's do some shout outs real quick. I'm gonna start with mine. Physics Gaming. They're 99% of the time. Supporter, growing his page. Awesome guy. Streaming from his phone. Like literally like just trying to bust out content, and he's doing it. So if you can stop by Physics gaming page, give him a follow. He's always on our shit. I just want to say thank you, dude, and yeah, I appreciate it. Cineforge, Scott, Jeremy, fucking Greg being on the podcast. Are you fucking serious? Like, for me to have GGS already, like, and then have these hopes and dreams, even to just finally have the people that I was watching a year ago interview Troy Baker.
Johnny.
You know what I mean? And me watching them and being like, God, I wish I could just talk to those fucking guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to talk to them, and then Greg fucking comes in on our podcast. Like, I am very happy. So I just wanted to thank everyone for making that happen. Jack for stepping it up and taking care of business when I lost everything.
Your life, your children.
Yeah, well, not there yet. That'll be a different conversation.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah. And then obviously all the supporters, the star donations, the follows, the viewers, everything. We literally couldn't be here without you. So this is why we do it. I love you. I think I covered a lot on my end. If you guys have anything to fill in, but this is me saying goodbye, and I love you all.
Yeah, I think you covered them all. I was gonna do Cineforge and Sean, but you grabbed those. So
yeah. Sorry, I'm on top of things.
No, sorry, you weren't last week.
Yeah, the blind squirrel gets the occasional nut, but yes.
You get a nut?
Yeah, it depends on how.
Send it to me.
How good?
I want it now.
Depends on how good your forearm strength is, but
big things coming from us in the next weeks.
It should be. Yep. I guess my last shout outs, John pretty much got it all, but I guess I'll give my shout outs to, it's not recorded on my screen, but I'm going to point to them, John and Jack here, for holding down the interview I could not attend because
we know you'd be there
of my work, and I really wanted to be there. Yeah,
you were almost there. You almost risked it all for me.
I was
the
almost
cool thing
there.
that Jack doesn't know this, but you told me this, Jeff, is that your brother talked to you about some things, and that if this ever happens again, Jeff has the time off. Jeff has the time off.
I do.
From what you told me.
When this time, yes. The only reason I was super hesitant and scared for like my actual job, my brother is my boss, so I was.
Jack's like, I hope I'm my brother's boss so I can fire him.
Yeah, you're hired. Fuck you.
Hired the first day. I didn't talk to you.
Go in my office.
I was super when I got my job. I was super sick within like the first month and a half, and I had to tell my brother. I'm like, I can't. I've been shitting since 2 a.m. and I'm like, I can't bring myself in. And he got kind of mad, just because, in general. Well, all right, bye, John.
What in the goddamn piece of shit?
But he got kind of upset that just in the working world in general, you probably shouldn't take a day off within your first 2 or 3 months.
Yep.
At a brand new job, you probably should.
Which is dumb because I get that for like pleasure
It's a
reasons,
whole-
fine.
it's-
But
it's-
if you are like sick, like I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm not coming into work.
No, I know.
My
It's
sister,
it's an
100
entirely different story about that. But it was like that, and he's my direct boss, so I had to contact him. He was like, gave me kind of the runaround. He's like, all right, see you tomorrow, whatever. And then I found out later he was actually upset that I had to take that day off because we had another new employee that had taken a bunch of days off, and he was just
Yeah.
mad about it. So if to go to him with the idea that like I want to take an hour to do a video game podcast out of my work day, it seemed like a fucking ludicrous idea.
Yeah.
There was no way I'm gonna be like, if I took a day off because I'm shitting my brains out and throwing up in the toilet and he's mad at me, that I can say, let me take an hour to talk
I'm
about
gonna
video
go
games.
talk about video games.
Your brother's like the brother and step brothers.
Kinda.
That gets him in there.
You're gonna
So
punch me in the
punch you in
face.
the mouth.
Then when Greg joined, I'm like, holy shit! And I like sent him a message because I'm working and we're just on Messenger. I'm like, yo, do you know so and so? He's like, yeah, I didn't really watch that show, but so I sent him. He's like, oh, cool. I'm like, yeah, John really wanted me to be there, but I knew we have a job to do and we have to work and finish all these reports.
I would have quit
Oh,
my job. I just want to throw it out there.
He's like, oh, you might,
You're gonna
I'm
quit.
like, you probably would have been okay to kind of do that again. I was like, all right, well, next time, yes, I should be able to do that next time, but you gotta respect the job first, I guess. So
Yeah. No,
Next
I
time there's
don't blame you
big-
for not being there.
next
For
time,
now, yes,
happens
we
to
have to respect our jobs. But there's
If
going to
he-
be one day.
if he happens to listen to this, I completely 100% understand every decision he's made.
He's a
100%.
businessman. Have you seen his muscles? They mean business. I get it.
They were a lot bigger before he fell sick. So,
Diarrhea's everywhere. I get it. I love your brother. But what I'm saying is there's going to be a time when GGS has our meetings, and I want you guys to call out. Like, if you guys show up to the meetings, I'll be fucking pissed.
John, you've already gone over what our meetings should be like. If you show up to the meeting sober and on time, you're fired. I believe is what you said.
Instantly. If you show up, fire. I want you to call out. I want to see backgrounds of you at the fucking mall or something, not giving a fuck. That guy's getting a raise. Yeah. Anyway,
That's my
this
shout
was a great podcast. This is what's funny. Is this was gonna be a short podcast, but we get together, we talk about things. We're gonna have to rewrite the things for next week because probably a 2.5 hour podcast isn't the best every time, but we slang it. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Jeff, Jack, you know you hold my heart. Is this a look at that?
That's pretty good.
So good. It's a circle.
No, it's not because I did this with the top.
No, that one's a little,
Wait.
that one's a little more. There you go.
There
You're
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
perfect.
close enough.
All right. Are we still recording on Facebook?
Yeah. I was about to sign off everyone.
Facebook, I love you. Thanks for watching.
All right. See everyone next week. Bye.
Deuces. Give all
Are you
sorts
still recording?